Watch this.
Cause that was like a little 8-9-year-old girl wrote that.
Fatal's frozen on his screen.
Somebody clip that.
Look at that face, how it froze, man. He's just like, I've had enough.
I hate when people talk during the movie.
I've had enough.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fatal will be back soon.
But for her to be talking,
Ooh. Talk about your cold shoulder.
I don't know about you, but I had a pretty good day today. And I'm going to tell you why. First, I came back home from a long day and I took me a good dookie. Now, I know what you're thinking out there. Fatal J, that's too much. But that's how I relieve stress. It may not be how you relieve stress, but this is the thing. The world can go around and be a greater place if you know how to relieve stress. So what I did, I went and took a good dookie. Marvelous. Wonderful. And then I went in the kitchen. Wife already had dinner waiting for me. I had Sonic. And the thing about Sonic, they messed the cheeseburgers is the cheeseburgers are fantastic. And then they have a drink out there called Ocean Water. Oh man, it's just And while I'm doing this, I hope I wash my hands, but I don't care. You're on the Dark Council show. My name is Fatal J, and the show is over. Bye. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Your internet is it's on the shoddy side, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You was
I did that whole
freezing.
intro for nothing.
No,
I heard
the
it
intro
okay.
was fine. It was just when you was talking about boo-boos and Sonics and all that. You kept
No. Please, because he's liable to try to do it again. Once is enough. We heard everything.
We got it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Yeah. We heard
Well,
it.
y'all know I like to do great monologues.
What's
No,
that got
the
to do with what you
monologues
just
is
did?
fine.
though?
No
just
pun
gotta-
intended. Ah.
Why?
Hey, I tell you what though, Fatal. When you that new intro, which was dope, but you had the chick up there for me. I said, if this boy try to play me, if he try to play me,
Callous,
I thought
Callous, I'll probably do D like that, but I'm not gonna do you like that, bro. Because you the sage, man. You the Star Wars sage.
Then I was, all right. He gave me the double katanas. Okay, all right.
Welcome to the Dark Council show, everybody. Hey, I want y'all to do this. Drunk 3PO, he may not have may come to the show. Please, if you're a praying type of person, please send prayers his way. That's all I'm gonna say. Everything is good, everything is okay, but just please send your prayers his way. He had to go home to mom and dad to handle some business, but it's okay. Drunk is 100% okay, trust me. But just send your prayers out there. Demagina, he's coming real soon. We might have another guest coming real soon. This person right here, he is the official Dark Council member. You guys already know who that is. But let me give a shout out to everybody else that's in the chat right here. We got my boy Ryan Reaper. Oh, I thought I froze. I thought I froze.
I'm up here like holding my breath, man, because
He's ready for his intro.
you know.
I got y'all, but let me shout out everybody real quick because we got 40 people
Callous,
already in here.
Callous, you read my mind, bro.
Let me tell you, everybody, I know what you came here to see. You can't talk about Kenobi unless Dark Council speaks on it. We're going to be talking about episode 1, 2, and 3, and where we think the show is headed. We're going to do some trailer reactions, and we might talk about Amber Heard, because you already heard that she lost that case. I can't believe they did it either. We're going to be talking about that, but we got Beard Shire up in here. We got Dr. Dragon up in here. What up, Dr. Dragon? We got Franklin Trips up in here. What up, Franklin Trips? We got Ryan Reaper. We got Dawn Home. We got Keely Chow. Shout out to my boy C4C. He's the one that makes these dope Dark Council clips and intros.
Well,
shout out to this brother. If you need some clips,
big shout out.
if you need some intros, this is the guy. The coldest dude. One of the coldest on YouTube.
Yo, C4C, you are the savior of this of streams. This was, and as I was coming in, I caught, after Drunk did his little spin move or whatever, and I'm sitting up here like, what is this? And then it got me doing some pretty cool shit. I must admit. And I said, okay, this must be the new intro. And as soon as they went down the line, I was like,
bro, he had us as samurais, bro. He had us as samurais.
I love that. I love that. Samurai movies is the joint.
Let me see who else we got in here. We got Cold Red Antonio up in here. Man, we got a lot of new heads up in here. We got Philip Steven. What up? We got A2D2. A2D2, I thought I made you a moderator. I'm going to make you a moderator. I'm going to make her I got to make her a moderator, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Abo, look who we got up in here.
Oh, the coach. Coach.
If you need
wait a minute. I text him. If he's still here, Sil, I got the good news, brother. I got the good news. Put me in the game, coach.
If you need the scoops, and all the scoops come to life. It ain't no makeup stuff.
They acted like Sil didn't know, him and Mikey didn't know what they was talking about. Yes, everybody got egg on their face.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Seal. You remember when you first started what I told you? I support you, bro. You killing it. You killing it. You're gonna be bigger than everybody out there, bro. They gonna come to you. You the source, bro. You the source. Keep up the good work.
The thing is that a lot of people were shitting on him because certain things didn't pan out. But Mikey always said, look, it's being patient. Not everything has to pan out, but the main thing, the main storyline was going to happen, and everybody just wanted to have their fun. Now look what happened. The good news came through. So if that was true,
what else is true? What else is true?
You seen that viral thing from Zach when they asked him, Zach, is it is there any way that do we continue fighting the good fight? You know what he posted? He posted this. He posted this.
Because he can't speak on what's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, he knows what's going to happen. That's one of the things. That's why I don't even bitch and moan about the haters anymore.
But we're going to talk about that later, Abu, because we got to finish shouting out these wonderful, great people. Chris Caron, who's been with the Dark Council for the longest. What up, Chris Caron, the original Jedi? We got Keely Chow. We got D Nice Gamer. I'm going to have to pull an Abu on this. What's up, Rosie? Ever since I started making Rings of Power, Lord of the Rings video, Rosie been supporting your boy, Rosie. I got another one coming your way tomorrow. Thanks to this lady right here. I got some Rings of Power content that's coming out soon. Thank you so much for supporting. We got Steven up in here. I think that's everybody so far. We got Mr. Tickle Trunks up in here. Mr. Tickle Trunks. Yes, sir.
Catch a Trouble Green.
A Trouble Green?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can find them. We got two brothers comments up in here. We got my brother in here, 19K Fox. 19K, check your Twitter. We're gonna send you a link after a while. We got Epstein Ghost with the $10 super chat. Epstein Ghost, I appreciate what you do for us. Here you go.
Now, everyone, I need you all to lend me your energy. Because you take that.
He says, ha ha. Now that's a true Wu Tang clan. By the way, we need a heads up before the end of the Whose Channel is up next for the Dark Council. We're going to start doing that. And also hail to the beautiful Reina. Oh, we're not going to be doing that no more, Epstein Ghost, because the Dark Council headquarters is back.
Yep.
We're going to be from now on. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So that's true Wu Tang clan.
Dang, I've said it wrong, didn't I?
You
I said it wrong. What did I say?
You said pun, but I mean you said it how it's said, but I mean how it's spelled, but the reference is
Poontang.
I got you.
Poontang.
Epstein Ghost. Yes, thank you, Epstein Ghost, for that awesome super chat. But now on, Dark Council is going to be on John 3PO's basement. That's the headquarters. So won't nobody ever get confused ever again where Dark Council is going to be. John 3PO basement got demonetized for a little bit, but we beat those haters down and we demanded that his channel go back up. So we're back. Okay. We got 49 people up here. Make sure to smash that like button, because if you hit 100 likes, the Majinai is going to do a goofy dance while drunk.
Did you highlight a Trouble Green?
Let me see if I can find them, Abu. While we speaking on that, we're going to get right into it. What did you fellas think about Kenobi episode 1, Kenobi episode 2, Kenobi episode 3? I forgot about that.
Just find Trouble Green. After we make the announcement, I'll get started.
Okay. Mr. Ticker Trunk, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Let me blow you up, sir. Thank you so much. The Tickle Trunk, he said, the stars must have aligned today. A good dookie. Y'all know Fatal J is the dookie man.
Yeah.
I see a Trouble Green, Abu, but what did the Trouble Green say?
Basically, I wanted to highlight a Trouble Green because this beautiful lady right here is now officially the editor of Abu Nasser's upcoming high fantasy novels.
Nice.
All right now.
She is.
All right.
We had a wonderful stream. Pretty much, I never had an editor before. This is pretty much my life's work. And when she told me of credentials, I wanted to see for myself just exactly how sharp and how good she is in terms of, editing high fantasy novels and stuff like that. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, I've hit the mother freaking jackpot.
Yes, sir.
And pretty much this beautiful young lady is going to be my right-hand girl throughout the entire journey. So if this book comes out, anything
Don't
that
say
I'm
if.
hoping,
Don't say if.
When
this book
or
comes
do
out.
not.
When?
There is no
When?
try.
That's right.
When this thing comes out, and I have spent a lot of years of my life putting this together, but I am such a rank amateur, and I was blessed to have this woman come by, see my work, and wanted to join me on this journey. So a Trouble Green is pretty much going to be my mainstay, my right hand of God, to make sure that my book comes out and it represents right.
All right.
And all things I'm going to be doing for her at this point going forward, I'll be promoting her shows. She got 2 beautiful streams coming out this weekend, and I'll be highlighting these things on my Twitter page. So pretty much, I want to give a salute and a shout out to her and tell her thank you for, at the very least, choosing me, to ride hard to bring out high fantasy the only way that Abu Nas can do it. Thank you. Now,
She's gonna ride.
Hold on,
you hard. Got it.
real quick, because we got a boy in here. We got Danny. Danny, thank you so much. Danny with the $4.99. I can't read it yet. I'm at the blow Danny up. Danny, thank you so much for supporting the show. I know today, man, you was kind of go back and forth. And
Danny hit everybody up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Danny was excited in a mother lover.
Danny,
He
I'm
was
asleep right
Not
now,
that I
bro.
wasn't up.
I got an hour, bro. I don't get up till 7.
But
What?
Danny,
you get a black people hour.
7?
Yeah, I get up at 7 and start. Yeah,
Danny,
because
you
my
got
day
to-
don't stop.
5:30.
Danny, you have to understand. We're okay if you like the show. We're not mad, bro.
Nah, dude, like the show.
If you love it, it's cool. We
If you
hate
like
it.
it, I love it. If you hate it, I love it.
Yeah, but this is the
Oh,
thing.
good.
I try to tell Danny be like, then why watch it? And I'm like, look, man, we was raised on this stuff, man. So you're gonna always be curious about what these characters are still doing, even if you dislike it, But shout out to everybody that love it, because I can actually see how people can like the show. I really do. Me,
I like the show.
Yes, you do. And and that's what I love about this panel. It's not all the same. We're not an echo chamber. But Danny, here you go. Let me blow you up so Abu can do what he do. Here you go.
It's time! Thomas is finished! We won't lose to Son, who believes in nothing but himself! Ah! Impossible! This cannot be!
Peeps,
Excellent.
just dropping by to speak. Have a great stream. Danny, thank you for always supporting Dark Council. You will be back on this panel real soon. Now, Mr. Nas, do you have
Ready to
anything
rock?
for us, sir?
All right, let's do it. It's on you,
do it.
Fatal.
Do it.
You're in control. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of The Dark Council, hosted by my brother, Fatal J. And yeah, we got a barn burner of a show for you tonight. Probably the most important Dark Council show we will do thus far. And yeah, man, everybody come on into your seats. It's about to be a party. It's about to be a scorched earth affair. But y'all already know what it is. So let's get you guys started the right way, like we always do. So let's do it. You know. Boy, this Obi-Wan thing is taking craziness to another level. But we're going to talk about all of that in this song. But for now, Dark Council back, my liquor brethren. Wednesday night session, come to get it in. 14 killer, wanna test on gorilla. Superstar guard, walk around through the villa. Supreme method, got you all invested. Folks having fun, but your ass acting reckless. Pay you no mind, cause we're here to go shine. And entertain mankind, so fall in line. God is good when we step in the hood. Coming on this live stream, repping like we should. Your dumb ass working hard, trying to get ahead. Your lady looking cute, putting her kids to bed. And her bra and panties there laying on a spread. Dark Council stars should be saying, oh yeah, this is the show that I really want to see. Dark Council come and just give me what I need. So yo,
bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the Dark Council who's back up in town.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the people in the chat who's about to throw it down.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the Dark Council who's back up in town.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the people in the chat who's about to throw it down. Every show we do, we got you in mind. Want you to relax, have a good time. Toss out the drama and the bullshit away. You ain't trying to have no stress here today. That is a given, cause we're back on the mission. Showing you love, that's the way I be living. Brother Abu Nas always in the kitchen. Cooking up the marvelous shit you be missing. Rest of the console up here straight flipping. On your little suckers up in here steady bitching. Why are you guys up in here so toxic? It's the only way that we know how to rock it. Got this. Holding all these fine girls hostage. Breaking everything down when we on topic. Slow up your roll, we back in control. 6-man team is all pro, and now you know. So yo,
bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the Dark Council, who's the best on the set.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the people in the chat that we love and respect.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the Dark Council crew, who's the best on the set.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the people in the chat that we love and respect. Revenge is a dish that was always served cold. But little do you know we're here to steal your soul. Time to introduce the Dark Council right now. The best show on YouTube will always move the crowd. Walk with a C, here to raise the damn roof. Educate you all with the universal truth. Dumb Jedi raising hell on the low. Still got time, dropping knowledge on a bro. Local is giving wisdom for free. Cave of Wonders, he hope you succeed. Drunk 3PO, legendary Earth Walker. Doing great deeds, yeah, he's a smooth talker. Fatal J plays, but he stays on point. Ninja Blast here, and you know it's the joint. And P. Abu Nas, President Superstar. Scoop up your wife, take her to the Cas Bar. Best on YouTube is too cool for school. You already know what the hell it gon' do. Strap yourself in to Dark Council for the win. Here we go again, don't you pretend, cause yo,
bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the Dark Council who's back up in town.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the people in the chat that we gotta throw it down.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the Dark Council who's the best on the set.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the people in the chat that we love and respect.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the Dark Council who's back up in town.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the people in the chat who wanna throw down.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the Dark Council who's the best on the set.
Bang, bang.
Sending this one out.
To the people in the chat that we love and respect. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Is this how we opening the note? Is this how we opening the show up? Ooh. Let's take you back to the motherland. Yeah, man. Who said that Malay him a teller? Who said that lie him a teller? Who said that lie him a teller? Who said that run them red? Sleep on the bed with expensive thread. Walk on the village with a gospel and bread. Kill a naughty dreader for the hype on them head. Easy Dark Council, I fill him with lead. Kill a dirty Babylon, them was spread. Select the know them a dead man teller. Who said that lie him a teller? Who said that
set a run them red, set a comment the Lord, and be no corrupter. Them be the land coming straight to the slaughter. Who the man know with a mamba be boa? Shaman no sa who's a true believer. So who's a set a lie him a teller. Who's a lie him a teller? Who's a lie him a teller? Who's a them red? Your man and a down president preaching culture. One done selector, you know, pina my vulture. See the come again, gang. Woo! You know what you want to know. You want what you come from the show. Dark council, cause you know we may roll. Roll on your bitches or become if you pro. One time for your mind. For everyone in line. Salute to the chat. We glad you came back. The Dark Council rocks.
My bad, man.
Shaboom, God.
My bad, man.
Keep it going.
Seriously fair, bro.
Shaboom.
My bad, man.
Leave it alone until the thing ends.
My bad, bro.
Fatal.
My bad, bro. I honestly, I was doing
on a bad note,
bro. I should have. Somebody told me it was this little devil right here. He said, "Go ahead and just do the background stuff." I should have listened to the angel.
Next time, just punch the devil in the face.
The angel said, "Don't touch nothing," because you know your computer is raggedy. I'm sorry, Abu. Abu, how many? Abu, how many we got more?
Abu,
if how many?
Put it on.
Abu, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it. I promise you. I promise you. So sorry, man. Abu, we got everybody out there. We're gonna have more opportunities for great raps by Abu. Throw your tomatoes at Fatal J. I am absolutely sorry. Okay. RC from the NYC with the $10 super chat. He said, "All hail the Exalted Dark Council, all hail the Queen, and all hail the chat. Hope everyone is safe." Yes, we are. We're safe. I might not be safe from my boo, but everybody else is doing good. I appreciate you, brother.
He's beating me!
Whew. Oh man, Fatal.
Fatal, you muted. Or...
No, we can't hear you.
See, this is what that extra bathroom time gets you, bro. You know what I mean? Get it together, man. Get it together.
Oh my God! This
can y'all hear me now?
You're too relaxed.
Yes,
yeah.
we can hear you now.
Hey man,
oh my God! This is gonna be a long night.
Yes,
Fatal.
it is.
All that work you put in, all the money that you got from Ninja Blast, and you can't get the top-notch internet into your home?
This is the thing, Abu. I got the top-notch internet, and it's still tripping, man. I got the worst luck. I got the worst luck in the world.
If that's the case, then there's nothing you can do. So
thank you, everybody, for the super chat love, for people coming out in the chat. We got 56 people in here, and the time that you guys have been waiting for. We're about to break down Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, I saw the chat that you guys did. That was Saturday. Magnificent stream, Abu, and fellow Dark Council members.
Thank you, brother. It was Dark Council Light, and the only reason I did that was because, you know, I was out on bereavement, and I came back. Everybody was talking about episode 1 and 2. Everybody went and they everybody did their videos. So I said to myself, okay, well, I got to jump on this little thing too. But I haven't done a stream on my channel, you know, by myself in a long time. So I got a little nervous, and I said, you know what, Dark Council members, if y'all want to pop in, pop in. You know, if y'all ain't doing anything. And here come Mark with a C, Reina Creole came in to save the day, and the Lord Commander flew in here like gangbusters. And then we was off to the races, man. And like I said, we held nothing back. But in light of all the other extra stuff that came after that, now we got a hell of a lot more to talk about. So,
Okay, but
Yeah.
since I'm the moderator, this is how we're going to moderate it. We're going to be talking about Kenobi episode 1 first, and then we're going to go around in the circle. I'm thinking a 3-minute, 5-minute limit, because you know how long we can be sometimes individually. So I'm thinking 3 to 5 minutes, and I think we need to start out with Kenobi 1, episode 1, good things about the show, because you know we're going to go in.
God damn, it'll be 30 seconds for me.
So that's why I said 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Now, Miss Reina Creole, we're going to start out with you ladies first. What was something good about the show, if any?
Damn, you asking a loaded question. Lorena's sitting up there like,
Well, you know, Lorena was the first one to tell us it was straight dookie trash. You know what I'm saying? So, Lorena, you go first. You go first.
Man, I swear my brain like wiped most of that. I like the member berries. I did like seeing Ewan McGregor. No lie. It was just something about seeing him, you know, on the screen. Again, the actor who played Uncle Owen, like seeing him.
Oh, he killed it. He killed it, Lorena.
He killed it. He was a joy. He was an absolute joy to watch.
You know what's so funny? He always talked about wanting to get back in the Star Wars and continue that journey with Owen. And he did say in an interview he really wished that he could have, you know, acting moments with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan and stuff. And this was when Lucas was still with the property. Mm-hmm. And I never forgot that interview that he gave. He was very grateful to have that part, because that was one of his earliest parts, you know. And the fact that he's a big megastar now, he still had that love and affection for what, you know, got him started, and he really wanted to come back, and his dreams came true. So I give that prop.
It just worked so well with him being like, you know, Luke is my family, and I can't have you. And written how they wrote this, I can't have you messing that up. I actually like the Jawas, because the Jawas are like the dudes at the swap meet, always trying to hustle you.
They
You stink.
They
like, yeah, I'm trying to
Obi was like, I know, you know, this is my stuff, right?
Yeah,
this is my stuff. You know, that was good right there. That was pretty good.
That was about good. But that was, if I'm being honest, those were the 3 things that I actually that I liked about it. Regardless.
First episode, yeah.
Mr. Mark, how about you?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
No. He's asking what we liked. Okay.
What we liked.
So let's honor the man.
Yeah,
what we liked. Reva, I love Reva. Reva is just the best thing in the whole world. What a revelation, what a discovery that Reva is. You know what I mean? She's everything, man. Yes.
Mark, real quick though. Mark, real quick. Can you show us the reaction? Can you show us the reaction everybody had when they seen Darth Vader?
Oh, it's Darth Vader! Oh my God! I can't wait for the next episode. Whoa! Did you hear what he said? Oh.
I know Disney.
I fell out my bed when he did that.
I know Disney execs is in the chat like, this motherfucker, bastard.
Really? What I said when I saw that?
Really?
You know what I said when I saw that? What's the obsession they have with putting people in these tanks? Back to tank. Yeah.
That's the excuse for not killing somebody else.
Sorry.
Mark, anything else before we go to our book? Because we're gonna say Callous.
I'm with Reina. Just, you know, seeing Ewan McGregor was a treat. You know what I mean? Just yeah. So that's all I got for that.
Abu, something good about episode 1.
Mark is a genius.
That was good.
You know what? I'm mad that I ain't even think of that. Fanboy. You know, yeah, exactly. obviously, I agree with Loretta and Mark. I mean, Ewan McGregor, and I've already said this millions and billions of times. It's like I want to see Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor back together again. It always gets in my feelings because, you know, part of the prequel trilogy. You know, the way it was done and way done right by the creator George. So I don't have no hope, you know, for them to honor that. But just the fact that these actors are back in it in a prime, you know, and Hayden looks great, you know, and I love the way he talks about his love for the fandom and everything else, even though he had such a bad rap back in those days, you know. So that Ewan McGregor, Joel Egerton, who is Uncle Owen, he looks great, and like I said, the production value in terms of where they was at, it was decent, but that's as far as it goes.
I'm gonna go quick before Callous go. I'm like Abu. I love the production. It to me, it still don't have that prequel or that original trilogy.
You're on a fucking desert.
It don't
again.
It don't have that look. It looked too sleek. It has that Mandalorian, and yes, I know the studios is on that technology, but to me, it's good. But it just have that sleek look. I like the costume designs. The costume designs look good. The acting. Everybody is killing it. Now, I will say this: everybody is killing it except for Reva. But I did when I watched episode 3. She was a little bit better on episode 3, so maybe it's a progression. But Uncle Owen,
not by much.
Yeah, it ain't by much. But Uncle
less
Owen,
screen time that helped.
Uncle Owen on that first episode, he definitely stole the show acting wise.
Killed it.
Ewan McGregor, he's still fantastic, but I would have to give Uncle Owen the crown for the best actor on that episode 1. And I think that's pretty much it for me. That's
what about his range makes him a standout?
I don't know. It was very passionate the way he was talking. Like I really believed he didn't want Obi-Wan to elf with Luke. He didn't want him to elf with his son because he felt like Obi-Wan ruined Anakin. Don't touch Luke. Luke is innocent. I felt that coming from him.
He didn't even want to let Obi-Wan give Luke a toy.
Yeah.
He didn't even want him to do that. So that kind of passionate pushback, you got the sense from him. It's just like, no, I have to protect him.
Because if you think about it, Uncle Owen don't know everything that's going on. So he think Obi-Wan just messed the freak up out of Anakin to be his son. So I can understand where that passion is coming from, So
I don't even think he talked anything about Anakin. And if it was, it would probably in anything that deals with the real continuity, which is the EU. But I felt like in Revenge of the Sith, he brought the baby to them, So,
but what I'm saying is it's just hearsay. Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's just hearsay about what happened between him and Anakin in Uncle Owen's eyes. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did I?
But
freeze?
I guess at
I
some
froze
point,
a little.
Yeah, you froze a couple
times.
times.
I said, your internet is going pretty much.
Both of y'all are.
If that's the case. But we're gonna soldier through. Basically, at some point they're gonna have a conversation about Anakin, and probably because obviously in episode 4, Uncle Owen did know that he didn't want to be, by the way Aunt Beru said he's not a farmer, Owen. They got too much of his father in him, and he said that's what I'm afraid of. So he knew at some point that there's going to be another dialogue that is going to shed that light, unless Disney fucks it up again, which I am not putting it past them to mess up dialogue that can't even connect to the episode 4. They already done that just by the way they're having them meet each other when they're not supposed to meet each other on no level. So
yeah, good things. Remember, okay, 19K Fox. Everybody, welcome 19K Fox to the panel. Killing it with the
hello, gentlemen
now,
and lady.
Doing, Fox. Fox, did you find Fox, did you finally watch all 3 episodes?
All 3 episodes. Oh yeah.
That's
why
you're drinking, right?
That's why you're drinking. Trying to get that nasty taste out of your mouth.
It's like knowing your daughter's a stripper and having to go watch her perform is like that's
oh my God.
That's what that was
that's
like.
terrible.
The shame. The shame of it. Yep. That's exactly it,
I
man.
wouldn't look at that.
I would not even be there.
But we got one more initial. We got one more initial opinion there.
We saving Callous for last.
I know the Disney Marks is up here. Oh shit!
Like?
Callous is coming on. Oh yeah, he's gonna make a.
Mark,
we're saving him.
Thank you, God.
Yeah, we saving Callous for last. we saving Callous for last because Callous got different opinions from everybody. So we saving him for last. Fox, what is something good in 3 to 5 minutes about episode 1 that you actually liked?
Crickets.
Ewan McGregor.
What?
That's about it.
I'm probably not gonna be as harsh about some of it as maybe some of y'all are. Of course, seeing him is great. That's it. Because I think that there was many missed opportunities that we're gonna get into later. But Ewan, it's good to see you, buddy.
Shit, that's pretty much it.
That's about it.
Callous Lord.
I see my brother Callous got the 3-headed dragon on his chair.
Oh yeah, baby.
King Targaryen, baby.
House Targaryen for life.
Abu, you
There
late
you go.
to the show.
There
You
you
did
go.
a review on that chair some years back.
Yeah.
I must have forgotten about it, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Oh yes, thank you, God."
This show might change the direction of his channel.
Give me a real show I can watch and enjoy.
Callous Lord, I watched your wonderful short because Callous is killing it with the shorts. Pause. Your thoughts about the show, sir? Episode 1. What did you think about episode 1?
I know Disney's sitting up here like, preach, Callous, preach. You make it look good.
Yeah. I mean, so I enjoyed. It resonates different with me because, like I said, all of these I watch with my daughter, and when my son can, when he's not working, he watches too. So my daughter immediately, and for the rest of the day, she immediately goes and puts on her Leia costume and was wearing, I mean, she wore her Leia costume to Target. So that is what Star Wars does for me. And so as I was watching it, I really, so the connection with Leia, and I know people believe she was annoying, but I enjoyed their connection. I loved seeing Bail Organa again. I loved seeing Alderaan realize, because the only time we get to see Alderaan is in the video game. So I loved being able to see Alderaan realized and speak with I forget now. I'm forgetting Bail's wife's name, but the Queen, and
Brea, I believe Brea,
yeah. And she's, I mean, there's so much depth to her character. I hope they probably won't go back into it, but if they were to touch on to her, I thought that she was and we're staying positive, so I won't go into the bounty hunter chase because that was pretty pathetic. But
brother, this is a channel that you can spit your feelings.
Yeah, but we're staying on the positive side. So I liked that first episode. It was a solid 7 for me. It wasn't perfect by any means. There was flaws. I did not. When I initially saw the Grand Inquisitor for the trailers, I absolutely hated his look, but his performance, I thought, outshined his makeup in that episode. The next part is episode 2. So I thought that he did a good job. The fifth brother, sometimes I feel like he's a little bit over the top as compared to how he was in Rebels also. But
all right, Callous, real quick. I didn't know the fifth brother was old boy to eat chips on Fast and Furious.
yeah,
You know, talking about the Asian fan.
Okay.
Y'all don't watch Fast and Furious either? Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
I don't watch it.
I know there's an Asian guy on there. I guess that's him.
Died,
Huh?
I stopped watching.
Y'all never saw Tokyo Drift? The Tokyo Fast and
I
Furious
did see Tokyo Drift. I did see that.
How many
okay,
is it?
remember the
There's 7,
mentor
right?
guy?
10.
9.
There's
He's an
9.
Asian man that always.
He said
He's 10, right?
9.
He's
They
an Asian
filming
man that
10
eat
now,
the
yeah.
chips.
I
They
thought
up
it was
to
only
10.
7, and I was like, damn, it's 7 of them.
I know
It's
that was
10,
the
bro.
wrong
Alright.
for me.
I'm missing
Hey,
2.
They already
Hey,
did. I mean, damn. Where else
What
can
if
they
Paul
go?
Walker died back in like 3 or something?
Yeah,
You know,
I think like
Vin
5.
Diesel's gonna do
5 or
11. They're
something.
gonna have them jump off the fucking moon. It's a space station. You know, but I like your positive outlook there, Lord Callous. I mean, I can only wish I could share those sentiments. I really could. That shit was trash from beginning to end. The Inquisitors, I have a hatred for them because they came from Rebels, and Rebels should have never even been fucking made. But it is what it is. You know, Filoni, that was his Filoni pet project, and this, that, whatever. And the dude looking like Herman Munster, but then Mark with his teeth said he pretty much was looking like Uncle Fester. And he walking around like a goddamn ghost, and you don't know where the fuck to go, but he spitting out like, "Who the Jedi and their birth and their patience," and you know, angry black woman Reva sitting up there chopping people's hands off, and the Chinese dude is just on chill mode. He's like, you know, just walking around. So I don't even get their real motivation other than coming around to try to find Kenobi. But being that I'm an EU loyalist and continuity loyalists, they should not even be on that planet knowing that Kenobi is there.
But that was
ahead,
my
Greg.
criticism, that I don't mind them being on the planet. I just didn't necessarily like them looking for Kenobi. Them actually looking for Jedi makes sense. I mean, that's the reason why he employed them. That's the reason why Sidious put them into position.
Because in Rebels, they don't mention nothing about.
Yeah, well, it's because they come from the Sith Inquisitors come from the comics, and then they were adapted into the Rebels. So he's like, the purpose of the Inquisitors, remember, is to take Vader, is to allow for Vader to do what Sidious needs him to do, because otherwise, Vader was trying to hunt every Jedi himself. Sidious was like, "You can't do this, man." He employed the Sith Inquisitors as a means to do Vader's bidding. Yeah, and so he, and then put, and that's, well, we can talk about that later.
Let me get these super chats. And then we're gonna go in on what we didn't like. Terminus EST with the $2 super chat. He said Fiddle gets a 10 out of 10 for that monologues pun. See, I knew Terminus. I knew he would
Got him again.
We got Epstein Ghost with the $2 super chat. He said the background noise is definitely marked with a C. I guess he was talking about when Abu was rapping. He heard the background.
Yes.
Let me see. Right here, we got Epstein Ghost with the $5. He said, "Yo, Mark, my grandma who's black was hearing your video with drunk while I was driving her home, and she
pissed.
He's pissed.
She's pissed. They're doing Billy D dirty. Great stream. What are they doing to Billy D Williams?
They made Solo #1. Billy D fucking robots.
I guess he's talking about that woman that was on this the panel.
Oh,
where she
basically,
said that Billy.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Oh,
You can break it
yeah.
down.
No, basically saying that, Billy D just wanted to screw everything.
Yeah, he basically, all he was known for was trying to get in Leia's pants.
Yeah.
That's basically what she was saying.
I mean, he was a little deeper than that. Damn. I mean,
that was
Yeah.
part of it, but not all of it.
that's
That was
retroactively trying to
absolutely
sideline the
disrespectful.
guy. What the hell?
But see, that's the problem with this over exaggeration thing, where now all of a sudden everything is so diverse, and we're going to celebrate, Reva and all that stuff. That's all well and good, but you shouldn't belittle what came before, and that's what she was doing. Up until now, all we had was was Lando, and Lando was okay, but he was just trying to get in Leia's pants. Like that was all he did. You know, so because he was such a lackluster character, now we're getting something that's just so great. Is basically what it was.
Like he didn't count before.
You know,
or nobody else for that matter.
And that was just so disrespectful because
It was
Lando was such a
every
major
level.
character and respected character, and she just says something like that. That's a slap in the face to the fans. It really is.
Yeah. You're talking about a pioneer, man. You're talking about Billy D. Williams and his contribution to the culture. You know, not to mention all of us. I always say that they always overlook the audience as well. All of us have contributed to the culture as well. So when you try to act like, oh, well, I guess I'm getting ahead, but when you try to act like the fandom is just so toxic, we're part of the fandom. You know what I mean? Why would you overlook our contribution all of these years? But that is getting a little bit ahead. So
it was his attributes, is what he contributed to Star Wars. I knew him as cool. Yeah, I saw he was black, but he was cool and he was always smooth. He was always smooth. Lando was the man, you know.
Yeah,
and that was something he brought to.
He's a good character.
Yeah, it's not just a placeholder for some, for some box we have to check. And that's all they're doing now. And it's just it doesn't land. It's empty. It's just
like I said, I can't understand how these people claim to be Star Wars fans and they're supposed to not know exactly how these movies impacted our lives, you know? And Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian was a mainstay. He betrayed them and you felt like he was a villain, but then he got Leia, Chewie, and the droids out of Bespin. He literally shooting the stormtroopers. He knew he made a big mistake when Vader told him, I'm taking Leia. Pray I don't alter the deal any further. He knew he was in a bad spot, so he got them out of there, got into hyperspace, and at the end of Empire Strikes Back, him and Chewie getting ready to choke the shit out of him. Now at the end of the movie, what do you see? Him and Chewie right on in the Millennium Falcon. We're gonna find Han Leia. Don't worry about it.
We're gonna make it right.
Make
then
at the Return to the Jedi. He in disguise. He helped.
Like, come on, who was it? Who saw that at the beginning of Return of the Jedi? When you saw like past the mask and it was him, you were like,
everybody
oh man,
in the
here we go.
When I was in the theater, people was clapping and cheering.
Yep.
What these dumbass kids is doing right now, man. They don't even respect their own history of Star Wars, but yet you in it and you think you got the fucking nerve to actually comment on OG legacy characters and you don't know a fucking clue about them, especially if you're saying that he's trying to get into Leia's pants. That tells you alone that you don't know shit about the character or Star Wars on any level, period. So it pisses me off even more. That's why I'm going hard on Disney fake Lucasfilm and everybody else, even my black brothers and sisters that don't take the time out to really realize that this thing is not, the agenda that you need to keep pushing by. We had all that diversity, and I'm gonna speak on it when we go into the second segue, that this thing has been doing this for the past 20, 25 years, even more
than that.
You didn't need to have 10 or 20 black guys in one movie, but you had enough that contributed a lot. Like I said, quality over quantity. We had quality.
Let me knock out these super
diverse.
Yes, I got
piling up.
I got two more. Let me knock out these super chat.
Fado sound like he's driving by you. I got
super chat.
Oh my God! I can tell Lord Callis is going to be on a roll tonight.
We got D with the $20. He just in a super stick.
This gonna be hard, bro. This gonna be hard.
I don't know what to do it. Let us read it. You're just cutting in and out. You gotta.
What up, Matrix? Matrix and Rose.
I was disappointed in Obi Weak Kenobi. It was dog poo, dirty dog poo. He followed Leia's lead, runs from Vader like a punk. Don't get me started on Reva.
Don't get me started on Reva.
John Matrix, man, he ain't pulling no punches, baby.
Matrix got to come through again.
Look who we
he does.
got here.
Who we got?
Lord Commander.
Look. I'm not done yet. Hey, look who we got here. I just want to say to my boys, Rose Grant, John Matrix.
Thing is, I thought you just got new internet though. Didn't you just like upgrade?
What's going on here? Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
know.
what you got to say for yourself, bro?
I don't know.
We need an explanation.
He can't say nothing for himself. Are you talking?
He'll answer you in 15 seconds.
Exactly.
25 seconds will pass by.
Yeah,
Fatal, I think you're muted though, because we can't hear you.
Can he hear us?
Damn, bro. Bro, I told you about that 7-Eleven internet.
Oh my God.
And then he talks, but his body don't move at all. What happened, Fatal?
Here you go.
God, Fatal.
And we got the show going. I got a $20 super chat.
I'm saying 1-syllable words, bro. Don't try to put together anything too complicated. Damn.
Can y'all hear me now?
To John
Right, now
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
Whew. It's sad, man.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me good now? Y'all sure? Y'all can hear me good?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Hear you good.
You look like a Chinese movie, but
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
What is coming later? Hold on.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's not the internet. The internet is fast. I gotta get a new laptop, man.
Why are you on your laptop?
I don't know, man.
Bro,
Your phone is probably
get
fast.
the laptop out and go on your real computer.
Man, look here. It's in the shop, okay? It's in the shop.
Okay.
I'm almost curious to know why is it in the shop.
I am not like the Majina and look up stuff that I ain't supposed to.
You know, I wasn't even gonna bring that up, but since you did.
Okay, am I moving good now? Everybody can hear me and see me.
Yeah, don't do it too much though.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I did? I had stuff. I had too much Windows tabs open, and that's what it was. So I should be good. If I do just one tab, though, I'm out of there. So Dark Council, I'm going to need y'all help.
Was it Naughty Nurses 2? Or Naughty Nurses 2?
What downloaded malware on
Mr. Pizza Man?
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's actual movies.
this is what they do. They talk about you, make you feel bad, and
again.
make you cry yourself to sleep. Now, this is what we're going to do. We got 70 people up in here. Thank y'all so much. Smash that like button. Now, time is running real fast. What we going to do for Kenobi 1, Kenobi 2, Kenobi 3? You guys tell me as a overall spectrum, what is wrong with this show? What is great with this show? And what can you see happening in the future? Because we only have 3 episodes left. I don't know why Disney Plus do this bull crap where they only give you 6 freaking episodes. We need at least 10. So you guys let me know as an overall scope of watching Kenobi 1, 2, and 3, what you think is going to happen. Is it going to continue to suck? Is it going to get better? Let's go.
Joe, I want to just say off the top, I made the observation that the key to enjoying this show, other than turning it off, right? The key to enjoying the show is to pretty much forget all of the rules. If you can keep yourself from thinking about these dots that don't connect, and all the things that wipe all of that clear, then you stand a much better chance of enjoying the show. If you try to make it fit into the continuity and the lore and all that stuff, you're just going to get frustrated. You have to just enjoy it for what they put out there. If you can do that, then you'll be okay.
See, it's kind of hard for longtime fans like ourselves that the lore and the continuity is ingrained in our psyche because we got the books, we read the novels, we know what George Lucas approved of, which goes into the overall thing of why we can't fucking stand Disney fake Lucasfilm, because they shitted on him, basically took his company, shitted on him, and told him that anything that you thought we was going to adhere to, we're not going to do it because we don't want to be beholden to your vision when Disney is a multi-billion-dollar company and we can make our own vision, which turned out to be shit. And then when the money's not coming in, because I can guarantee you, if everything was supposed to be all right, you would never put anything like Obi-Wan Kenobi in streaming. That should be in the theater.
And those effects are not on point, guys.
No.
Of course it is.
Oh God, no.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Obi-Wan is a major legacy character that everybody can get behind on. So having it on a small streaming show should never, ever, ever be considered. It should be in the movies, like a trilogy. But because they fucked it up and have Luke, being, a hermit, killing off Han Solo, doing the things that you did with Princess Leia, and then subsequently you doubled down on that shit, and JJ had to try to clean it up, but he couldn't do it because we knew he couldn't do it. And all these years after they finally said to themselves, how am I going to say I fucked up without saying I fucked up? Well, we're going to, concentrate on moving away from the Skywalker saga, and then we're going to keep doing these shows. But yet, the Skywalker saga is still front and center in Obi-Wan.
But I
told you what it meant. I told you what it meant. It meant saying, separating from George Lucas. Mm-hmm. Now, you guys saw that I did the story where Hayden Christensen said, I did not consult George Lucas before doing this because it's Deborah Chow's story. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. So even though he's the creator and all that jazz, they were like, nah, this is what we're doing now. So that's what that is. That's code talk for we're just going to do our own thing.
I feel like that was political.
What's
on
up,
his
D?
end, trying to honor the fact that these are the new caretakers of Star Wars and stuff. I don't believe that Hayden would just outright just disrespect George Lucas or just not want to. I feel like,
either he did or he didn't. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, if he didn't,
that's true. He didn't. Yeah. Maybe he was just trying to play the game. It's like, listen, they wanted me back. I guess this is a Disney property. I can almost assume that both Ewan McGregor and Hayden, it's like, this never really happened like that, and it doesn't connect to the movies, but they just pretty much like hands off. They got a job. They're getting a lot of money.
I mean, a lot of if you watch their interviews, they seem to be reminiscent, talking about how good man, back in the day, man, when we've
they talk a lot about back in the day.
About those other movies. They don't seem to really talk a lot. I mean, maybe they were trying to avoid spoilers, but I mean, they don't really talk a lot about this series. They talk about the way it used to be.
Hayden to me, Hayden got that dry look though. Like, I sold my soul.
He looks like I'm just happy to be here, guys. I can't believe I'm working.
Give me that check.
He got a drone.
Like I said, I
feel
like
his interviews, bro.
God.
Yeah, he got that drone
like
look.
I feel like he's grateful that he still has the ability to show people that, listen, Anakin Skywalker is a great character. Regardless of whatever dialogue that George gave him, he was still grateful for that part. And throughout the sequential years, like I said, I followed him. He ain't say not a near bad word about the fans, no matter how bad they gave it to him.
Respect.
He literally kept saying he was very grateful for the opportunity and everything else, and he loved the fans. You should see him. Sometimes they get a clip of him, and I remember one that he was at the soccer game, and people was clapping for him, saying, "We love you, Anakin," and da-da-da-da-da. And he gave a smile and wave. They keep that in his preview, knowing that there was fans that even though people was ragging on him, there was a lot more that was really supporting him. So by the time he finally came back here, It was just a blessing in disguise, and he keeps saying that, and that's another reason why I rise for him like that. And I'm happy that he's in Obi-Wan Kenobi. I just don't like the fact that they doing it all wrong. But it's just like Mark said, if you don't, follow the law and this, that, whatever, and for older people like us, that is ingrained in our psyche, it's hard to let that go.
But Abu, watch this. Watch this though, Abu. I found this very fascinating from the Callous Lord. Callous Lord brought this to everybody's attention. Now, not only are they breaking George Lucas lore, if I'm correct, Lord Callous, they're breaking Disney lore with the Inquisitor, right?
If it turns out to be true, then yeah, then
if
then
he turns out to be,
it's going to be true.
If he turns out to truly be dead,
Mm-hmm.
Then they would be subverting or retconning Rebels. It would take from everything that he did, because he would have died before the events of Rebels. So who is that then in Rebels?
Like you said, it could be a different Grand Inquisitor.
Exactly. So if it's a different Powan, maybe it is a different Grand Inquisitor, or perhaps he's still. I'm inclined to believe that he didn't die.
Because nobody really died in Star Wars.
Yeah,
nobody really died in Star Wars.
That's what I'm inclined to believe. He didn't die, but that would be the problem. And so the thing, kind of like what Abu or what Mark was saying, like for me, it's two different. It's literally two different timelines for me. So that's like when I look at it, I look at 1 through 6 out to the EU, right? I have that I know that. I know that continuity. Then I have 7 through 9 and the new stuff, right? And so, and then within that, you have Rebels. You have all of the new novels that are coming that have been written in. And so, if we see that continuity broken, then what the fuck? Then it doesn't make any damn sense, because the whole purpose of throwing out the EU was to establish continuity, which was to establish storylines that followed the same path, regardless of whether it was on all mediums, where comics to games to movies to streaming service. So all of those have to interconnect.
Yeah.
Regardless of the level, whether it's a junior grade novel to young adult to adult novels, they connect with the comic books, and they connect with the movies. They connect with the streaming. All of that is intertwined. So that was their purpose of tossing the EU for this.
It was a shitty purpose too
in the first place, but.
It was a shitty purpose, absolutely shitty purpose, because the EU, like it or not, to me, at least for what I was checking out, I have books that weren't Del Rey, that they kept that storyline going in the Del Rey books. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's like they just did whatever. They just did it to do whatever. But hi, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Hey, what's up, kid?
Hey, what's up, man?
And what's up, John 3PO? You okay?
John 3PO in the building.
Yo, how do I sound? I don't have a
sound good,
camera.
brother.
All right.
No, you're
sound good, bro.
How do I sound? Because I'm on my cell phone.
You sound bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, if Fatal is telling you sound bad,
You got a lot to about Lord Commander.
A little bit bubble. At least he wasn't transforming like you, Fatal. You was up there transforming.
Listen, I'm having a little technical difficulty with my laptop, so I'm on my cell phone. That's why I don't sound.
Bro, everybody having tech difficulties tonight. I'm right there with you.
It's Disney. Disney doing it to us. They know that they don't want the power. They don't want the
All
power.
the rebellion hats, man. I love the rebellion hats.
We rebellion deep, Dark Council deep. That's how we do. Get that merch on the John 3PO. Where can they get this junk?
9 Line Apparel.
At the 9 Line Apparel, these
I don't wear the hat. I got
high quality hats. I got a high quality hoodie up in there. John 3PO killing it in the game. Billy Goat.
Lorena's got the shirt. Model the shirt, Lorena. Sit down,
right here.
He wants you to stand up.
Yeah.
Here you go.
We're gonna
I'm
start.
throwing
that's how
money
y'all
at
get
the
tonight.
screen, but nothing's happening.
Real quick,
Line
Billy.
apparel, baby.
Real quick, yeah, 9 Apparel, dope company. Billy Go Boom with the $4.99 super chat. Who is that laughing so much? Somebody is laughing hard. We got Billy Go Boom. Y'all tripping. I almost
Go
said
ahead, Beto.
Y'all missed it, man. Y'all missed it. So.
Bro, I almost said Billy Go Gruff. You remember that story?
God. Yes.
Billy Gruff.
Yes.
With the $4.99, Billy Go Boom. Hello, Dark Council. You guys are the best. And always a good time. Keep kicking butt. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We got
Thank
86
you.
people up in here. Can you guys get those lights up to 100 lights?
Tell you,
Oh, we're past 100.
118,
like,
man.
118, man.
Oh,
Yeah, you need to
snap.
refresh, but don't refresh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
you-
refreshing.
the whole thing down.
The
damn
stream
it.
was
Private
shut down.
chat. That's where I
Careless,
put
if I
everything.
refresh this thing is
It's
over.
a wrap.
You already messed
I gotta
up
know
my
one thing, though.
earlier, so yeah, don't touch nothing.
I
What's
gotta
up,
know.
John? What
I
you
gotta
got?
know one thing.
What's
How's Lord Callous? Is he on watch? Is he okay? Is he
good.
safe? Is he all right?
All right.
No, did you see that emoji he put in the
Yeah. He
I
didn't
said
say
my-
no words. He put sad face. I was like, oh no, Callous is done.
I was talking to
because
Fox on the phone. I would tweet Fox and was like, damn, Kellis didn't like it. That's like everybody expressing.
I mean,
Is
he
he
just
safe?
basically said, look, you fucked up the real EU continuity. So now I gotta try to just basically roll with your crappy ass Disney fake Lucasfilm continuity. And now all of a sudden you're getting ready to throw that shit out the window. So why am I even trying to justify your bullshit?
You can't retcon yourself. If the whole purpose is for the continuity, then I'll see it through. But if you start retconning yourself, then it's come on, bro.
Now,
Like,
granted,
I don't
I'm
think-
somebody who I did not read the EU novels. I've never watched Rebels. I sure as hell ain't
You
watched
dodged
the
the
Clone
bullet.
Wars. I tried that
dodged the
3
bullet with
times and
Rebels.
that didn't work.
Yeah, I
So
can't do
with
Clone Wars
Kenobi, it's like I'm of two minds watching that. Now, if I remember everything from the movies, all I'm doing is picking out stuff that's wrong. Like two things that stuck out for me. One, the whole fact of Kenobi goes off world because of Leia. You do remember in A New Hope when R2-D2 projected that message and she said, years ago, you served my father in the Clone Wars.
Yep.
Not that you came and rescued me.
Messed up the lore.
8 years ago.
Totally messed it
Listen,
up.
Lorena, you're missing the point. The point is Rey is trained by Leia in the Rise of Skywalker. So Leia is the chosen one that trains Rey to kill the Emperor. And it ain't about Luke. That Luke doesn't do that no more. It
That's
doesn't
why
matter.
Leia's getting all this attention.
That's why I didn't press play on that freaking movie.
I'm just saying you got to remember that's all part of it. I hope I sound okay, y'all. I hope I sound okay.
Now it makes sense.
It's not fine. Yeah, I didn't watch that one. So that's a piece I'm missing.
You dodged the bullet on that one too.
The other one is what they're doing with Kenobi. Kenobi, when you see him in A New Hope, he is like the knight that's waiting to be activated. He wasn't losing hope. He was watching over Luke. They turned Kenobi into some beta male cuck. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but it's freaking true. He's
Luke
running,
Skywalker
he's
from a Last Jedi. That's all he is.
Exactly. He's Jake Skywalker. He's listening to a 10-year-old girl who's talking like she's 18, not 10, telling him pretty much what to freaking do. I said, no, this makes absolutely no sense to me.
Yeah, because if you read, you have to read there. So there are some connections that make you understand that Kenobi saw Leia, knew of Leia before A New Hope. If you read the novel that is from a certain point of view, you'll and it's from Yoda's perspective. Understand that Yoda believed that Obi-Wan was going to bring him Leia to train and not Luke. This is in that novel.
And this is
Is
kind of
it a
my
Disney
point.
novel?
And this is
So,
kind of
is
and
this
this is
from
kind of my
Disney?
point. And hold on, this is kind of my point with what I'm talking about with what Callous is saying. If you're making this material for Disney Plus, it needs to map directly to the first level of canon, which is the movies. If you can't map to the movies, why should I have to read a book?
Well,
to
I
fill those
explained that
blanks
before. So
in?
because they explained that. So with their new canon, they've explained that you will have to indulge in all of the mediums in order to understand the story. They want you to know the comics, they want you to know the novels, and they want you to know the streaming, and they want you to know the movie.
All right, so basically they made their own novels, so their streaming services and movies.
So everything is going to connect, yeah. And that's why I'm saying that's the problem. If you then have the Inquisitor dead, and I would hope that they wouldn't go and retcon their own selves at this point. So
pretty much
that
unless he comes
I'm
back
gonna
alive.
believe, that he's not really dead. Because remember, Vader doesn't give a damn about the Grand Inquisitor. In fact, they fought. Remember?
Now, see, I would want to see something like that.
The Grand Inquisitor was he was going to get murked out. It was Jocasta Nu so the Grand Inquisitor, Jocasta Nu, and Vader were all in the archives. So the only reason why he didn't die was because of Jocasta Nu. They were going to be that was a big problem. So he doesn't give a shit about the Grand Inquisitor. That's why when he said that to Reva, that resonated. It's like, because he don't care. The Grand Inquisitor doesn't like Vader because the Grand Inquisitor feels he doesn't like that he has to answer to Vader.
But Callous, let me ask you something real fast, and then I'm gonna let you talk, because you definitely know more than Star Wars than me. What about speaking on this Leia stuff? What about when Yoda told Obi-Wan, well, Obi-Wan was already dead, he was a Force ghost, when Obi-Wan said that boy is our only hope, and Yoda said there is another.
Yeah.
But this show was making it seem like Obi knows she's Force sensitive or something along those lines. Am I wrong?
Well, at this point, there's nobody. He knows that. Wait, let me say that again.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had my own. I was going to answer with my own thought.
No, I'm that was so sad. There's no way no, there's no way you can answer that. The question was in The Empire Strikes Back. That boy is our last hope. Yoda said there is another.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan went the entire fucking time knowing that Luke was that one that he had to train. Yes. Everything about this Disney bullshit is running on the Leia option. And now you made books and everything else to allude to that. See, it goes back to Fatal being Fatal Damas. They're going to wait until George Lucas passed away, God forbid, and they pretty much going to
that's in the bag, bro.
And redo the entire 6 movies to fit their whole ideology. If I'm alive to see it happen, I'm going to try to bet money on it.
They said that when they first took over. Remember, they said if you were born in the time period to see A New Hope, you will not be alive to see the last Star Wars movie. Disney said that shit when they first bought it.
We already saw the last. We already saw the last.
That was
Star
their
Wars
intention. Was to just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. We've already seen the last Star Wars movie. What
man, Return of the Jedi.
This is different. This is like when you go to Canada and it's like America Light. Everything's a little bit off. I mean, that's how they got me with this. Like going into Mos Eisley's, a wretched hive of scum and villainy, but there's people walking around with clean white clothes and little kids, and there's like a farmer's market. People are nice and
swap meet.
It wasn't horrible, but it was just enough to feel a little bit off, a little bit weird. Why does Obi-Wan have a job? Maybe I'm the only one, but I thought that he was going to be a farmer. He was going to be a recluse. He was going to
hermit,
retreat, and only check on Luke. That was his main focus. He's got a job. He's going to Mos Eisley's every day. He's riding the bus. This is just weird. And now he off world with Princess Leia.
No, that kind of made him having that job, and because the thing is, you also have to understand he's not in his hut yet, and the hut is canon.
But after 10 years, the hut should be at least in construction. He's still. This feels like 2 or 3 years after episode 3.
It feels like almost with the way that he's broken, because I was talking to my brother about that earlier, that the way that he's broken, I could understand him getting depressed and feeling like that immediately afterwards.
The failure.
God damn, what the hell happened? And get away from me. I don't want anything. But 10 years down the line, he should have got some of his gusto back.
At the very least.
Because Callous, the way he turned down that Jedi, Obi-Wan to me. Obi-Wan would have never turned somebody in disbelief.
But the thing is that Jedi should have never found him, because then you have to weigh. You have to weigh this. If that Jedi found Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan has cut himself off from the Force, so how did this Jedi find him? And then that makes it easier for, if this Jedi found him, then Vader should have found him.
Anybody
then the Inquisitor should have found him. So I don't mind Obi-Wan telling him, "Hey, get the hell out of here, man! Get the hell out of here!" Because he's been bringing attention. I don't think Obi-Wan's main focus is Luke, right? And so if to protect Luke, because Luke is the chosen one. That's his whole thought process. I know Anakin is the chosen one, but he's protecting Luke, and also the Organas need to protect Leia, because they know that they are the hope. They are what is going to make the difference. They are what's going to now bring the Force back into balance, because the Force is still off balance. And so him pushing or shunning that Jedi away is on track, because me trying to help that Jedi could bring problems to Luke.
I don't think that bothers me, but
he goes off. I don't. Y'all let Fox toss, and then you got it.
I think the 10 years is a problem for me. You back it up 3 years, 4 years. I think even 5 is too long. After 10 years, he should be communing with Qui-Gon in some way. The hut should be damn near built, because remember, we're also 9 years away from episode 4. So I think that he's beyond that halfway point, the crushing guilt and all that. He should have come to terms with that and be physically weaker, sure, but be wiser. Not quite, wise as far as, he's not New Hope yet, right? But he's well on that way. He's still very much shattered, broken, and it looks like he's made no progression, still living in a cave. It just, that to me was an issue.
D.
So I was gonna say, if his job is to protect Luke, why is your lightsaber in the sand? Why are you not? Y'all could. I get people can make
that was
make
John
a distinction
Wick
of everything like that, right?
That was John Wick right there.
You can make the distinction that, hey, this is Disney canon, whatever. Disney canon sucks. I'm sorry. I can't be nice. I'm not gonna be nice.
No,
your job. You have 2 jobs. Your 2 jobs is protect the boy, and you need to be training, because if something happens to the boy, you need to be able to protect him. How you weak? How you weak, bro? Like how you supposed to protect him from anything if you not training in the Force, bro? I'm sorry. When Yoda left him, he says, "Training I have for you. I want to teach you to commune with Qui-Gon so you can become more powerful than somebody can possibly imagine." That's what his job should be.
They got him.
I'm sorry.
Looking real weak in that 3rd episode.
You can't exactly. You cannot tell me that that's what's supposed to happen. Look, I get it, right? If you want to have an Obi-Wan Kenobi show, there should be some kind of antagonist. You know who the antagonist should be? Threats of Tatooine. The instant those Inquisitors are there, just like you say, if the Jedi could find him, Vader could find him. Vader finds him. And again, I want to bring it back to what I always said. When last I met you, I was yet the learner. Now I'm the master. They just had a fight.
This episode destroys that.
They just had a fight.
It destroys that.
Because think about this real quick. How did this? We can say he stopped using the Force, but how did he stop using the Force, stop training, and then we go from New Hope and he's Vader's equal? How did that work out? That doesn't work out.
It doesn't work out because Disney
unless he took some forced steroids or something.
Because Deborah Chow,
you still got
as
10,
much
9
as
more
she
years
gave him
until
that
he gets back to that
notoriety
point.
in Mandalorian, Deborah Chow is not a good director. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call it like the fuck it is. If you don't have the good common sense,
Drunk, we're gonna get to you in a minute.
I just saw something on Twitter just before I came in. The author of the Kenobi novel that was done during the Lucas era when continuity and everything mattered. Now, he said in his tweet, Obi-Wan Kenobi director Child told Mashable she read my Kenobi book to get a sense of what the character was feeling during the earliest part of his exile, and that it advised the tone of the series. Very kind words here, which he said he appreciates. But the problem is that I read the book. Ain't no way she could. She
No, the problem
got
is
that part about him.
She could have, but the problem is
she must have did it on an extreme level because that's not the writing that he put down here.
It's like what 19 is saying. The timing is off. Because remember, Kenobi, the novel, is events immediately after Revenge of the Sith. Years, not 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. You know what I'm saying? So that's why if she's reading that book to get and understand that tone, I feel like Kenobi would have felt that way after the events, the same way that Yoda was like, "God damn it, I gotta go hide. I fucking failed." Shit.
All right. So by that logic, she's still fucked up because now you're pushing 10 years.
But that's the problem.
Anything, he should be whatever it is that Deborah Chow put him to be. That should have been at the early stages, even though, the author, John Jackson Miller, he pretty much only gave it in terms of the internal struggle of why, Anakin went to the dark side and his guilt, like he really felt he failed him. So by the time he found out that he was alive at the bar in the HoloNet, it literally blew his mind, but it actually strengthened his resolve at the concept that I have got to keep Luke safe and away from him. As long as he doesn't know that I'm here, I'm good. But this shit right here, especially the way they got him, Vader hit him like two taps on the lightsaber.
Vader made him look like a Padawan, bro.
But that's the problem. If they could have, because I had two problems with episode 3. The first was the Grand Inquisitor, and the second is the actual encounter. I liked the idea of when Kenobi was about to go in the tunnel, and then he's like, and he feels Vader. That felt authentic. Like, oh shit,
I give you that.
Right?
Yeah.
And then as Vader's walking, he's murking them dudes. Like, this is pure
snapping necks.
Savage. Yeah. And he's doing that in order to draw Kenobi out. And because he feels him. That would have, if they would have stayed in that lane and let Kenobi actually get away, then he could have still said, it's a presence I haven't felt since, because that would have been the last time he sensed his presence. The problem that I had with it was that he actually fucking encountered him. If it was just him sensing him there, that would have been dope.
Thank you, Callous. But we knew that was what they was going to do. That's why I can't give a shit about this fucking show on general principle. It's like nothing that Lucas put together means nothing. I mean, like I said, these movies are there for a fucking reason, but you acting like the shit don't even exist.
Abu, I want to say this real quick. Abu.
How about you remove that porn mustache thing going on there? Can you pull that down?
Hold on, me?
He's been up there for a minute.
That thing up there for like a hot minute, bro.
Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Get the super chats.
Here we go. That's why I said, Mr. Pizza Man.
Okay. Reminisce EST. Thank you so much for supporting Dark Council with the $5 super chat.
It's called the shadow, baby.
Is it just me?
It's the shadow.
Is it just me, or is Lord Cannon starting to get a bit of a porn stash going? If you listen, grow more, he'll be Lord Fabulous.
Oh my God.
Lord Palace. Damn.
Oh, we got the Range Lunatic
Hello,
with the
baby.
199. He says, Lorena, a rose among thorns.
Amen to that.
Thank you,
That's why she's
deranged
our producer.
lunatic.
We got Epstein Ghost with the $5 super chat. Even though you haven't had the Queen on your stream, hope all is well, drunk. P.S. Your Star Wars vid with Mark was epic. Drunk 3PO, you have been silent for a while, sir. Can you tell us a brief synopsis of what you think about episode 3 and of the entire show so far? What are your thoughts, Drunk 3PO?
Epstein's Ghost. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, Epstein
It's
Ghost.
just-
We really appreciate
yeah,
it.
thank you, Epstein's Ghost. I did not expect that video of me and Mark to really blow up like it did. Honestly, I was just hoping for regular views, but Star Wars Twitter helped thrust that video into the outer rims of like wherever, because they started tweeting about racism and things like that, and people were looking for information and they found our video. So I appreciate that. To me, I'm just bored. That's all. There's really nothing else to say. Like
But drunk, you was really excited in the beginning about this show. So that
I'm
excitement
excited.
is going.
Because Hayden Christensen, I just wanted to see him succeed. I just wanted to see him do well, and I mean, he doesn't need to be in the Vader suit. Like if they got James Earl Jones' voice, so it's like that's that's kind of a waste. But
So is that him in the actual suit? That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, we did get a
but that's
brief glimpse
fine.
of him standing on some rocks, right?
Yeah,
Which
it
I
was,
like.
man, like,
Which I
for
did
me,
like.
Yeah, it was like
I was really
Which I did like.
the early leaks were throwback to the Clone Wars armor, Jedi armor uniforms, and I was like, oh, that would have been freaking awesome to see, but I don't think we're gonna get that at all.
No,
And it's just
halfway
for
through.
For me, it's like rewatchability. Like, is the show rewatchable where I can go back and enjoy it? Like the original 6, I could watch those a million times.
Yes, sir.
I just can't. These shows that they're just pumping out, people get excited for them, but they don't get excited. Like, you never, ever hear anyone saying, I just rewatched the Boba Fett series, man. It was awesome. Like, you never hear that. But you hear everyone else saying, Empire Strikes Back's on TNT. Let's all go watch. You know, there's no, and I think Disney is playing this game of here's a series. All right, here's another series. Here's another series. Here's another series. And people just aren't going back and enjoying. Like, you don't even hear that with people saying going back and enjoying the Mandalorian. You know, they just, I just don't see it anywhere. It's like, yeah, I rewatched season 1. It was just as good as it. You just don't hear it. And people are just like moving on to the next one. It's just consume.
Get excited for
But
New product.
You know what's even worse? That the fact that Obi-Wan, Bail Organa, and Yoda are having a conversation hidden. The children must be kept and safe. None of that shit is going down because you got Darth Vader in close proximity to Princess Leia and Obi-Wan up there at the very least trying to escape him when you're not even supposed to fucking see him on no level.
Right. Leia wasn't supposed to meet Vader yet, right?
The whole
or Kenobi.
Or
Either one.
Kenobi.
Neither one.
Remember the message.
It's almost like I don't want to talk about the movies, or I don't want. They actually think they fucking talented enough to create the lore that can encompass what the movies did for the past 40 years. It's ingrained in our psyche.
But see, Abu Nas, I saw that. Like, forgive me, I didn't mean to cut you.
No.
I saw that with
I'm really
with the Boba Fett series. I was just kind of like, that series was so boring and dumb. Yeah. Like I almost called him Black Chewbacca.
Chrysanthemum.
Black Chrysanthemum.
I call him Black Chewbacca. That's exactly what it is.
Chewbacca,
yeah. And I remember Candace saying he was a dope character.
He's supposed to be and Callous can correct me because he is our encyclopedia, but he's supposed to be one of the baddest boys out there. The reason why he got a scar on his eye was because of Obi-Wan, if I am correct.
That's correct. Yep.
Wow. And like he went toe to toe with Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan like slashed him in the eye, and that's how he got that scar. And like they introduced, I mean, they even threw in Cad Bane just to stand there and get shot. And it's just like, and now nobody wants him dead. They're like, he can't be dead. You know, Cad Bane's got to be alive. It's just, you see the writing on the wall. With Mandalorian, they had new characters, and you know, Cara Dune was a new character. Mando was a new character. Like all
I
those.
would watch a show with him.
Who?
Cobb Vance, the marshal.
Yeah,
he's not new though. Cobb Vanth is from the.
Yeah, that's an old character, ain't it?
Oh yeah, well,
hey, let me shake up Abu. He's from the Aftermath novels.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Cobb Vanth is from the Aftermath.
Jump real quick.
Yeah, but you want to know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? Hey, wait. But here's what's funny.
Wait,
here's what's funny about that, Callous, is the guy who made it, who we don't like, Chuck Wendig. They didn't give him credit. They didn't give him credit for using that character, and he was crying. He was like, "Why did Disney do this to me? How come they didn't like give me credit for my character? How come they didn't do it?" He was crying on Twitter about it, so it made me like the character even more.
Drunk, real quick, because you always got the exclusives. Because every time I ask you what's gonna happen in the end, you pretty much know. Do you have any?
I don't want to hear it. Hold on, then.
Oh shoot!
Because I don't want to know.
Okay,
I've avoided all leaks.
We know what's going to happen, Fatal. We know what's going to happen. It's written on the walls.
No, but Drunk always got them exclusives, like when somebody show up or something like that. Drunk, is anybody going to show up in this series?
He said it's written on the walls, and there's literally 4 or 3 Jedi that are actually written on the wall.
You know what? Nobody cares.
Quinlan Voss is one of them. I care. I want to care.
Yes,
the fact that Quinlan Voss is still alive.
I understand, but for the regular people that know the law, that knows how fucked up this shit is, I mean, just the fact that they actually touched swords when they knew.
I told you.
You know what? Nobody
I'm going to hate it.
But hold on, we got to get the drum real quick.
The last we knew of Quinlan Voss was from it's actually really the last and first of the novels for Disney, when he went with Asajj Ventress. So that's the last that we hear.
They're gonna bring him in like Cad Bane and kill him off. Like
I hope not.
Drunk, do you have any exclusive?
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, the only exclusive I know is the ending, and I won't say it. You can go to my video on my channel. I have that video blew up. It's almost 100,000 views.
Congratulations!
But I have another exclusive that has nothing to do with Star Wars.
Okay, before we get to that, let me get these super chats. Punk Trice, thank you so much for the 99 cents super sticker. Who is that? Is that Undertaker on your profile? That's scary.
That's somebody else.
We got Dwayne Son with the $9.99. Thank you so much, Dwayne Son. He says, Chalofa Lava. Appreciate y'all. President, looking forward to buying your books. Your friendly neighborhood Samoan. I always tell people, if I ever get into a fight, I want some Samoans by my side. I don't know what you guys.
Bad.
Yeah,
Fatal putting an eye in there. He wants some Samoans. He putting an eye in there. Where the eye at?
No, I got the country slang. Before we get it in there, it's that time of the night where I have to show a commercial.
Hold on. Before you do that real fast, just want to say one thing. You guys said before, you talk about how this story seems like it's off. Like it shouldn't be. This should have been maybe like 5 years ago or something like that. Does that ring a bell to you about anything? Like kind of like why is Palpatine being brought back after 30 years? That should have been maybe before.
Trump,
everything's off. Go ahead, bro.
Not gonna lose the exclusive, I promise you. But we got to pay some bills. So, Junk, hang on to that. We're gonna get right to you. Then we're gonna talk about the Moses Ingram tweets, and we're gonna finish off the show. You guys stick around. No, the show was not done. We got at least an hour left. Time going by fast.
No, we don't got no hour.
34 minutes.
44
minutes.
Thank y'all for sticking around. And here we.
Hey, Chad, what? Chad, what are you doing, man? All right, sue me. I was smoking pot. Chad, how could you? Look, Bradford, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, so throwing your life away isn't that big of a deal? Look in the mirror, man. You're a deadbeat criminal now. Come on, man. I'm still your friend. I used to think so, but now all that's left, it's just a pot-smoking monster. Bradford! Another pot-smoking criminal off the streets.
Fatal, that was hard body, bro.
All right.
Hey man, don't smoke pot. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't smoke it.
Come on, man.
Drunk 3PO, what you got for us, sir?
Okay.
I know we're still kind of like
taking
what
it in.
the fuck did we
All
just
right,
watch?
so just to switch gears real quick, Daily Wire sent me the exclusive trailer for Gina Carano's Taylor on the Prairie that they are going to release any hour now on their main channel. It's now unlisted on their channel. Gina accidentally shared it on her Twitter, on her Instagram, but they sent it to some people early. So the link is in there if someone wants to share. I haven't even seen it. So it's only 2 minutes long. Her movie comes out June 14th. This is what the rebellion is all about. Make your own stuff so we don't have to cry about all this other stuff.
Heck yeah.
So I don't know. We could just watch it real quick and just, what do you guys think?
I'm down. Let's do it.
Can someone
I'm down
share
too,
it?
but you gonna have
the,
Okay.
I got it.
I'm
But
at
you know I
the,
can't play stuff on my own.
Yeah,
mercy-
you already, you know.
I'm at the mercy of the hotel
That's
Wi-Fi.
all right. We'll use
That's
the
why I don't
Stark.
even have a camera.
Your hotel Wi-Fi.
There
is
we go.
probably
If we
still
use the Stark net right here.
Okay.
All right, let's get it.
Exclusive.
It's an exclusive.
Terror on the Prairie.
It's okay for you to play it, Drunk?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Jump, make the baby full screen.
You know who I am. I have no doubt that God will forgive you. But I ain't God.
Okay.
All right.
That seems violent as hell. Oh, let's get it.
It's gonna be a banger though.
I know it's been hard.
Like hell on wheels violent.
Just our dream, Hattie. Build a home on land we call our own.
Like Crazy 8.
I'm heading to town, grab
Dang.
supplies. Look after your mom, God, won't you?
A mighty fine morning to you, ma'am.
And to you. What do you want?
Is your husband at home?
Get behind the stove with your sister. They came looking for your pa.
Oh, she gonna get the blicking.
Just take where you want to go.
But what we want is you.
Your father's walking into a trap. It's our turn to protect him.
She is a sensible woman. Mrs. McAllister ain't cut out for this.
Deep down, you're the toughest woman in this territory.
Those killers outside are gonna feel God's wrath.
Kill them all!
Oh, shit.
Came with the knife.
There it is, everybody. My gift.
Nice.
Pretty hardcore.
Will that be in the
Trailer.
theater or they put it on streaming only?
It's gonna be on streaming only. I don't know how they're gonna do it. So like they've been like giving their movies away for free because people have been showing support with super chat love, stuff like that. So
that's dope.
Straight
Kinda
giving
cool,
back to the
right?
fans.
It looks
Have a
intense.
And what I like, but what I like about Gina's acting, you really believe that she can pull that off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because some
Yeah, I
of these
mean, she
shows,
did. Look what she did with Mandalorian. You know,
heck
that made her
yeah,
a household name. So
heck
she
yeah.
went from space guns to double barrel shotguns with
Yeah.
knives.
And you
She
know,
gonna
even
hold her
though
own just like she always do.
I would love to see her back doing that, I love when people do their own IP because it's better for everybody. You get
Yeah.
something new, and you're not with the stipulations of a crazy fan base. You know what I mean? And when that you got the original content going on, it feels fresh, man. Just like Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, which is coming out soon.
Oh,
That looks dope.
The hell was
That
that?
looks dope.
But yeah.
Real
I
quick,
mean,
before we go back in, the Epstein Ghost. Thank you so much, sir. This is what Epstein Ghost said. Epstein Ghost said Fado is a bomb content creator, but those commercials are getting Brie Larson's Nissan.
Wow.
Oof.
That hurts.
Oof.
Okay.
Hey, man,
You got it.
my
Now you
stuff
got to
ain't on
get
that
back on
level.
this commercial grind. Got to make sure everything is tip top. You know, like Abu
Hey,
Nasser's commercial.
I'm just to set it off with this topic, and then we got to go to the Moses Ingram because that was the big topic.
What about Abu? Don't you got another track?
Oh yeah. Well, we were
you got a track?
talk
Okay.
about. Yeah, we were supposed to talk about. Well, actually, we did talk about Moses Ingram, but all the extra stuff in terms of the racism issue. Listen, folks, we like I said on my channel, we basically skimp the surface of it, but after we split up on that last Saturday, more news came out of the pocket, and it just made the situation worse. I mean, long story short, this whole racism thing has taken the whole Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi show to another level. And the basic part of it is that Disney fake Lucasfilm painted a broad picture of the fans by calling them racist. It could be anybody. If you didn't like their stuff, or if you criticize it in a way in which you made Moses Ingram the focal point and the target as a person, then it was lights out. And the fact that they had Ewan McGregor himself do a live clip on the Star Wars Twitter, the stand in solidarity, but I can feel the hurt that he was spitting out. Because number one, you got to remember, Ewan McGregor was nowhere near Star Wars after Revenge of the Sith. He didn't go to conventions. He didn't do this. He didn't do a whole bunch of that. And if he did, it was very few and very far in between. So he had really no contact with Star Wars for the past 20-something years after Revenge of the Sith. So he got on with his acting life. Now he's finally back, and it's almost like a culture shock to him that this actually happened. That this was the thing that broke him. And I could tell in his eyes he was literally shocked. The eyes don't lie. So whatever it is that they sent the Moses Ingram on some racist shit, and you got to understand that, yeah, those things did happen, where people just took it to another level because they hated the fact that she wasn't a good written character. It was not her fault that the direction of Deborah Chow did not do her any justice. And we talked about this on my channel last Saturday. So all of these things had compounded into what happened now when all the floodgates came open, and then dumbass Mecha Random didn't help matters any by putting out a thumbnail that had the racist connotations right there.
The problem
And
with
now
that
that's
also is it still
game
isn't down.
pretty much everybody.
That's the shit that's
That's the shit that will
How that shit is
never
still
go away.
It's still there though. It's still there.
It's still
that
there.
thumbnail is still there.
Still there.
See,
She ain't getting rid of it. No.
But
So,
like I said, dumb chicks
when
like
you
her,
double down on some shit like that, I see you. I see
You get what you deserve.
Yeah.
Yep.
I see you.
Yeah. But it doesn't help the rest of us because now we got to keep trying to clean up the dumb mess, you know? But in terms of Ewan McGregor's, video, I'm not faulting him for sticking up for his co-star. I'm not faulting him for, at the very least, being sad and hurt that there was actually Star Wars fans out there, that just went off the deep end, He said, whoever, is racist and this, that, whatever, Star Wars fan, and
I tell you what, why don't we run the video and then folks
Somebody's
can
echoing.
hear that.
Yeah, go ahead.
This weekend, Star Wars fans made Obi-Wan Kenobi the most watched Disney Plus original series premiere of all time. And for that, I would say a big thank you. And it just goes to show what this family can do when we all pull together. However, it seems that some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs. And I heard some of them this morning and it just broke my heart. Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman. And she's absolutely amazing in this series. She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise. And it just sickened me to my stomach to hear that this had been happening. I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world. And I totally stand with Moses.
Okay, on the surface, he's sticking up for his co-star, and that's admirable. I don't really fault Ewan McGregor doing what he's doing because, as I said, he was far away removed from Star Wars. So now he comes back. It's a culture shock thing. We've been dealing with this shit for God knows how long, But since he took himself away from Star Wars, he don't even know the context of the entire journey of what now is what we're facing in front of us. Lucas sold the property. Bob Iger fucked him over and took his shit. Then everything that he said or hoped that Kathleen Kennedy was going to do, she took that shit and threw it out the window. She used John Boyega to prop him up to be the leading man and made him into a bitch-ass girl-chasing janitor that he can't even put a poster on him to satisfy the Chinese racism overall because they needed that money. Then after Ryan Johnson deep-sicked everybody, everything that they was doing was playing catch-up. So nothing went right on no level. And now had that all the old fans like us enraged that you put the female forces female thing in there, ran with it. Then when that shit backfired on you by you firing Gina Carano, a woman that you fired on false pretenses, telling her that she was anti-Semitic or whatever, when it was not so, and even the Jewish League agreed with her. But the damage was already done. So now your whole force is female and all this women, we support women or whatever. That shit was dead in the water. We did well. But Gina Carano was good because now she ain't got the kowtow to the bullshit. Meanwhile, Ewan McGregor nowhere to be found. Fans, we going back and forth, fighting with Lucasfilm fighting with the fans. You're pushing your agenda. Now you got Disney grooming with the kids up in Florida. All of this is a snowball effect.
But let me ask this real quick, and I want to hear from Mark, and I want to hear from Fox. Mark, what do you think about this with Star Wars coming out with their tweet about Reva and how is it saying that white
before because I just looked at the time and I'm not gonna waste this thing. To keep that thought there, Fox. I'm gonna put this other song. Pretty much, this basically just covers everything. I'm gonna put it out.
You got a song going? Hold on, real quick. Let's just get something from the boys real
We were
quick.
supposed to talk about this before, and like I said, I put way too much energy on this one. So yeah.
This a Moses.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Bulldogging you. No. I know it's
No.
Do not touch it. When you push play, do not touch it. All
right. Hey, but when we get done, Mark, I want to hear your thoughts on the tweet. And Fox, I want to hear your thoughts on the tweet. Boo, we put to rock out right here.
Yep, good.
And I promise you, I'm not gonna touch nothing. And then I gotta get to these super chats too. Here we go.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we tried. We did. Obi-Wan Kenobi had potential. Now, if this was in the right hands, the right creative hands, from the directing, from the writing, and especially to the marketing, Obi-Wan Kenobi could have been something really special. But as it turned out, it isn't. And the Dark Council, we came in here and we dropped the actual facts. And the actual facts don't give a damn about your feelings. It is what it is. But this is the summary, which is also the remix. And you know me, I'm going to spit it out the way you already know I am going to do. It will ruffle some feathers, but it is what it is. Let's do it. We tried. That's it. But you know what? At least we got George Lucas's 6 movies, his EU books, the comics, and the real continuity lore. Once again, the train wreck has arrived. Some things they didn't even try to hide. I tried my best to give the benefit of doubt. 3 episodes in and I want to get out. Yeah, shocked and appalled of the things that I see. I shouldn't be shocked because it came from Disney. Yeah, I was living in my fantasy land to have something good to cheer as a fan. The few things there that I actually like isn't enough for me to give up the fight. I'm fighting harder now because they did it out of spite, knowing that the EU continuity was right. Maybe it's time for the old fans to dip. Maybe it's finally time to jump ship. Fighting for a hot minute, but nothing's gonna change unless they hit rock bottom. It's all the same. Yeah, the story is trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. The story's trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. The story's trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. Yup. The story's trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. Moses Ingram bet on the wrong horse. Yeah. They got a character going way off course. Yeah. Angry black woman with a bone to go pick. Yeah. Catching Obi-Wan will make her the head bitch. Meanwhile, I'm shocked seeing Leia at 10. Yeah. Running around faster than some grown-ass men. Yeah. She's smarter than her parents, villains, and Obi-Wan. Yeah. The writers of the show need to be fucking gone. Cause it all comes from them and the actors need to act. But it all comes out fake and shallow, that's a fact. Yeah. But this is where we're at, where activists takes the range. Putting out garbage stories with the things that they change. A lot of them want this to be their claim to fame. Lucas sold the property, it's time to rearrange. Yeah. Truth is that things will never be the same. But before I leave town, I'm putting them to shame. Yeah, the story is trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. The story's trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. Yep, the story's trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. Yep, the story's trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. The show Obi-Wan's gonna be a train wreck. The rest of the episodes got us more vexed. Makes more sense to have Obi-Wan stay on Tatooine and have the adventures every day. Read Obi-Wan by John Jackson Miller. Respect the continuity and it was a thriller. The whole bait and switch is back in effect. Subverted expectations, yep, it's the best. Had something good, then you fucked it up again. Yeah. Where did the lie stop and the truth begins? Yeah. Disney said that Star Wars fans are racist because the acting sucked and the writing stated. That's aight. This black man says he hates it. 3 episodes in, this shit is straight basic. 3 episodes left, man, don't hold your breath. What I've seen so far, these clowns failed the test. The story is trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. Yep. The story is trash, acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. Yep. The story's trash, the acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this? Nah, I'm good. The story's trash, the acting
acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this?
Nah, I'm good.
Come on, man, don't watch this shit anymore. You watch more Star Wars like this?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you already know that it's trash. Don't do it, fam. It's ass.
Nah, I'm good.
That's right. You know what it is, so don't do it. Don't do it.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. The story's trash. The acting is wood. You gonna watch more Star Wars like this?
Nah, I'm good.
Yep. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
We're not done yet. Because now I gotta break it down and expose Moses Ingram's Moses Ingram's idiotic statements. Your girl Moses Ingram said some wild ass shit. Got me shaking my head. How the hell did she miss? You got aliens, droid, but no black people do. We need more diversity. That's why I came through. It's 2022. I'm here to make it hot. Little do she know I'ma blow up a spot. I'm a hardcore Star Wars fan since day one. Listen very close, cause this shit gon' be fun. Diversity was here. It was something to cheer. Didn't care about color. We glad they was here. James Earl Jones is a league of his own. The voice of the Dark Lord, king on the throne. Billy D. Williams, OG superstar. Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu is the god. Hugh Karashi, Panaka Great Master. You see where I'm going with all of this, Captain? Jar Jar Binks, aka Ahmed Best. Jimmy Smith, Bail Organa, rocks the set. Femi Taylor and Crystal Clark. I know you're looking stupid and you want me to stop. Tamura Morrison and Daniel Logan. Django and Boba Fett, yeah, they be holding. Tanya Moody, Lupita Nyong'o. Your boy Osnick Isaac, ready to tango. Amir Rossi, Riz Ahmed, Wen Jang, Don Glover over here. Giancarlo Esposito, you know. Diego Luna, Carl Webb, the Zizza Pro. Danny Newton, Kelly Marie Tran, your boy Jumper Yeager held it down at the end. Forrest Whitaker and my boy Donnie Yen. I'ma stop right here before your head starts to spin. Let's go. Yep. We had a lot of diversity. You must have been watching the wrong Star Wars. You must have been watching something in an alternate universe. Because you wasn't watching what we saw. I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. So let's do it like this. Oh my goodness. Dark Council forever. And ever and ever. You're gonna watch the rest of the show. God be with you. We have an obligation to finish this as responsible YouTubers. But this thing is dead in the water as far as I'm concerned. All right, I'm gonna bring it back to my brother Fatal J.
And I didn't mess it up this time.
No, you did not, Fatal. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
We got my boy Epstein Ghost with the $2. Epstein Ghost said, "Yo, Fatal, you didn't Dragon Z me for my super chat. I am so sorry, brother, because you've been showing so much love. So I'm going to give you the Ultra Insight."
He's beating me!
We can't hear him no more.
Fatal.
So sorry about that, brother Epstein Ghost. Can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
We got Epstein Ghost again with the $5. He said, "Wonder if Ewan would call out Disney for erasing black characters from Chinese posters. Of course he won't. El Presidente on point."
Thank you, brother.
We have to going back to Mark and 19K Fox. Now, Mark, you saw the tweet, the Star Wars tweet. I always like your takes when it comes to prejudice and all that type of stuff. What was your thoughts about the tweet from Star Wars? Was it something more deeper than that? What do you think about that tweet?
I think this whole thing is full of shit, bro. You know, the whole everything surrounding this thing. You know what I mean? Like Ewan McGregor, you know, I love him as Obi-Wan and everything. That what he just did, you know, sitting in the car there, wipe your ass with that, bro. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? It's like none of this stuff makes any sense. It's like asking white people to apologize for slavery when they didn't own slaves, asking Muslims to apologize for terrorism when they didn't bomb anything, asking black people to apologize for every crime when they didn't commit one. It's like, why is this our problem? You think one person watched that thing from Ewan McGregor and said, you know what? I'm not going to be racist anymore because I want to be a Star Wars fan. Useless. Hate is always going to exist. All of these things have always existed. They always will exist. You know what I mean? They're not changing anything. They just made the choice to focus on this. They started this. Don't get it twisted. They have Star Wars fans on the defensive talking about counting down how many black characters. Star Wars fans already know this. You know what I mean? But Disney, Lucasfilm, they released all this stuff before the show even came out. They created this environment. You know? They're killing my buzz. Even if I hate this show, maybe I love to hate it. You know what I mean? But what they're doing here is they're messing up the whole experience for everybody. Because they're throwing, now everybody wants to fight. Everybody wants to point out who's racist and who's not racist. And of course, we had a few of us who fell into the trap, you know, who went and did what they did. You guys know we were talking about that. We knew that was going to happen. We were ahead of this thing for the whole time. We knew the trap that they were setting out there, you know, but these people, they created the narrative. It's their fault. And I got to suffer with people in my comment section, in Drunk's comment section. Me and Drunk had a great dialogue on Monday. You know, you go up and down the comments, people are calling me a token. Oh, he ran and got his token so he could talk about this. You know what I mean? What type of shit is that, man? I've been doing this for something like 6 years over. You know, what have we been talking about on this panel for this time? But all of a sudden, we have to answer now as fans because Disney decided they want to start highlighting the idiots out there. Let them out themselves. I don't care what they're doing. You know, if somebody wants to put a thumbnail out there to get themselves in trouble, have at it. That's your problem. You know, it's like we do what we've always done. We're the same fans we've always been. We're into optimism. We're into love. We're into tomorrow. You know, these people are getting it all twisted and they're messing it up for all of us. We have to remember who we are, stop apologizing for who we are, stop being on the defensive, and stop giving these people a way to distract from the fact that they're giving us shit time and time again. All right. I joked about, you know, Reva and stuff like that. Yeah, her performance is flat. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
She's young. Let her grow as an artist, but she is not protected from criticism. Criticism can be healthy, constructive criticism. But now they're going to say that you can't judge her performance. Otherwise, you're racist. Otherwise, you're hateful. And we're supposed to get on the defensive about that? Mm-hmm. No, step your game up. You know, be a better actor, be a better actress, whatever.
Or better yet, how about this? We looked at your performance. We're not digging it. For the fact that you come off as one-dimensional, you know, you're not, you know, scaring anybody. And whatever they have you doing in this show doesn't seem like the character development is going to be all of that by it's all said and done. That may not be your fault. That's Deborah Child's fault and the writer's fault. So we're going to speak on it. But if you get your feelings hurt, you're using it in the wrong context. So now I'm racist? Oh, no, but you're not going to call a black person racist because, like I said, we're the target audience that you want to appease to. You understand? So everybody else that's not in that spectrum will catch the hell behind it, even though they're saying the same thing we're saying.
But speaking of target audience,
like every job, you get called in for an evaluation. You know, they go over your job performance. What kind of world are we setting up now? You can't tell me about my job performance. It's because I'm black, isn't it? It's because I'm black. You must be racist. It's crazy. Accept the criticism and do better.
Let me speaking of performance, because I want to drop this in here, because to answer the situation that some people may feel uncomfortable asking or talking about. As a black woman, I don't appreciate this stereotype being perpetuated that all black women are angry for no reason. destructive for no reason. And that's what this character Reva is doing. You're not giving her any motivation for her being the way she is. She just looks mean. She just looks surly, insubordinate, all of that. That's a stereotype that I have to fight every single freaking day.
And Lorena,
and
this
I
is
don't
what
appreciate that thrown in my face. I really don't.
Lorena, I don't understand this about the character. Okay, that was her. I don't know if anybody noticed. That was her as a child in the Jedi Temple. Why the freak is she on the other side if she saw what happened as a little kid?
Well, that's what an Inquisitor does. That's they turn to the dark side. But going back on the topic at hand, I would love for you guys, because I spoke to Abu Nas about this last night, and actually me and Mark did on the video. These are the same people. These are the same people that came out in front of their audience and said Lando Calrissian wasn't, basically saying he wasn't diverse enough. He's just the guy that tried to get into Leia's pants, talking about a stereotype of a black man trying to get in a white girl's pants. I mean, it's like, what? Why would they say that when they would come out? To me, that's just like, it's beyond disgusting. Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah, it's like, but these are the same people that have come out and said that. They're like, we need more diversity, but because all we had was Lando, and he was just trying to get into Leia's pants. Well, they said trousers, excuse me, but so it's just, it's so frustrating because Lando did so much more than, I mean, like, what we were talking about last night on the phone, Abu Nas and stuff about. How they want to portray only people that they want to uplift. It is. Yeah. Someone in the chat said that's hurtful to Billy D. Williams. Absolutely. Absolutely hurtful to Billy D. Williams and to people that love the character. Billy D. Williams. I mean, George Lucas. Billy D. Williams probably went through a lot more than what Moses Ingram was going to because of the time that it came out. This and George Lucas was like, he's going to blow up the second Death Star. He's going to be a freaking general. He's going to be a leader. He's going to be a hero. The guy was in charge of an entire city. He's one of the few people that told Darth Vader off and lived to tell about it in Empire Strikes Back. And it's just like, this is what they think. It's so disrespectful. Like, I just don't understand where it's going. I was so upset about it. Like, I called Abu Nas last night and we spoke for like 3 hours. I was just so upset about how they just pick and choose and just toss stuff aside and laugh at it. Like it's not important to other people. Lando is a hero. Like everybody, look, when I was a kid, man, we'd put a cape on and we were Lando Calrissian. It's just really? Like, we didn't see him Lando the black man. We saw him as a hero. He was a hero in Star Wars. And it's just like they just toss this stuff around like it's nothing. And I just don't understand like what has happened to this beloved franchise, where they can make those type of jokes on this, but then on the other side, exactly what Mark is saying is just like, I don't, just how this is just a show over here. It's crazy what's happened. So I'll let you speak on that, but like that was a big thing.
So I could tell you like this here. The thing that gets me is with the whole Lando thing, because I talked about this in my video today. I was like, he had 2 lines. Literally, he says, "Hello, what do we have here? And you truly are beautiful. You belong with us in the clouds." If you took those 2 lines and you based all he wanted to do was get in Leia's pants, you're an effing moron. He's the general. He's the Baron of Cloud City. He was a respected man. You know what I'm saying? He had businesses, especially if you go into the EU. He was an entrepreneur, and all you get out of that is those 2 lines. All he wanted to do was smash Leia. Come on now. It's just it's a shame that we are, and in that video too. You hear the person who said that, and she's like, if you don't have what's in the real world in your fantasy, you're doing it wrong. I'm like, that's the problem. That right there, that line is why Star Wars is failing. That's why they have to put these stupid things about, we resist. It's because you keep trying to put right now in a galaxy far, far away a long time ago. If you stick to that, just that first line in the crawl, if you stick to that, you probably wouldn't have any problem. But your problem is that you keep trying to put what you see on the screen now in Star Wars. So when somebody says, "Hey, Moses, we don't like the way your character is," you're taking it personally because you're trying to see yourself in Moses. Or Moses inside the Inquisitor. That's not how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to detach yourself from that and become that character. Not bring you as that person into the character. And I think that's the big.
That's where they mess up.
Flaw. Yeah,
that's where
that's the problem.
They try to put reality into fiction. Let me read this real quick, and then I want to know Fox. I want to know Fox thoughts about this. It said, "We are proud to welcome Moses Ingram to the Star Wars family, and excited for Reva's story to unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel in any way unwelcome, we have only one thing to say: resist." Fox, what are your thoughts about that tweet right there?
I think it's nonsense, but you got to consider the source, guys. Come on. If a child does something childish, why should we be surprised? This is what they do, They try to cut everybody off at the pass. Let's throw racism out there, and then that way nobody can say anything. If white people or anybody is falling for that shit, well, then you are at fault. Look at them and say, listen, I didn't do anything to you. I didn't say anything about that. And don't put up with that. But what Star Wars does now, to me, it just kind of makes me sad, but it doesn't anger me because this is what they do. This is what they've done in the past. They've shown their hands. They've shown who they are. And that's what they're going to continue to do because it's easy. It's the low-hanging fruit.
This is the Empire Strikes Back. This is the empire of Kathleen Kennedy striking back on the fans for the hard time that we've given her, for all of this other stuff. You know what I mean? Now they finally found a way. They tried, what is it, Chasing Ripley or whatever, to
rewriting Ripley.
Rewriting Ripley to characterize us as being radicals and all that stuff. Yeah. All these things to demonize us. I had two people today who are not even Star Wars fans call me up and ask my opinion, knowing that I'm a Star Wars fan, on what's going on with all of this Moses Ingram stuff. I'm like, what are you asking me for? You never asked me about Star Wars before. Shut up. It's like, I'm not explaining anything to you. This thing only gets as much energy as we give it. This is what these people are trying to do. This is an attack on us. We have nothing to do with hatred. We have nothing to do with all that stuff. If some people were dumb enough to fall into that trap, that's their problem. But all these people are doing is trying to deflect from what it is that they're doing that's not up to snuff. It's not. And it's not wrong to call that out. You're not racist if you want to call that out. You're not sexist if you want to call that out. So you can't let people keep us on the defensive about that. It's like we just have to know what it is that we're seeing, how we feel about it, and just keep making noise.
And don't allow yourself to be held accountable for something you did not do.
Exactly.
If somebody calls you something or accuses you of something, don't put up with it and don't take it. And don't accept that like it's okay. It's not. Looks dead at him and say, no, that's not what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. But we both know that conversation is only going to go so far, and then you got to just bail out of it. I mean, it's not worth it.
But at least you feel good about yourself saying exactly what your thought process was, that this has nothing to do with Moses Ingram as a person.
No.
She could be a good woman, a very kind and sweet person in real life. But the bottom line is you chose to get a job in Star Wars with fucking weak ass writers that don't know shit about creating a real story and good characters that you can get behind. They haven't done this shit since God knows when.
And I know we're only
Abu, sometimes I wonder if people like that are not operatives. And I talked about that on a drunk stream before. I'd love to give Moses Ingram a pass. I'd love to give her a pass. I love to give Ewan McGregor a pass. But they're saying some things. When you step back and look at it, you don't say things like that and think that you're not going to stir some stuff up.
Oh,
you came into Star Wars. You came into Star Wars and you said you can have droids and all this stuff.
Yes, that's what's in my rhyme.
How the hell could you say that now at this point in our history and not think that you're not going to be stirring some stuff up? That's the reason why I cannot give her a complete
You are
pass. I heard
absolutely
you.
right. There is no way that you can, because in my head, I'm like, well, you didn't watch the same Star Wars that we did, because that's why I name dropped every single person in that rhyme that was diversity between Black, Latino, you know what I'm saying? Native American.
And we all know them.
Yeah.
We all know them. See, that's what I'm saying. We all know them. If you don't know them, get the hell out of this fandom because you don't belong here. We've known how many decades, has Star Wars been a thing? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? How long have we been here as an audience? But in order to look past all of that, you have to look past us. And that's the thing I keep coming back to. If we're here making noise, how are you up on stage talking about, where we're not? If we're here, we've been here. You're brand new. And if you can't get with the program, you need to be gone.
Yeah.
Shut up. If you don't know what you're talking about, shut up.
They'll call us racist because just about you saying if you ain't with the program because you don't know shit about Star Wars, so why are you playing the role in it when you don't know shit about it and the fans call you out on it? Oh, well, then you're racist because you didn't want me to be Reva and do my Reva shit and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but like I said, you got on here and you said that there was no diversity when go to the movies and see Lando Calrissian blowing up the Death Star. Go and see Solo where Thandie Newton was rolling with Han Solo.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No self-respecting black person.
But that's what I'm trying to.
Wants to be a victim. No self-respecting black person anywhere wants to be a victim.
Yeah.
We just
that's
want
what I'm trying to
our
tell you.
Go ahead, bro.
Is that you brought up Lando Calrissian, but they trashed Lando Calrissian. He's not good enough. You know what I mean?
Not, because they want us to be victims.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
Thank you, Mark.
They want us to be victims over and over and over again. That's what it is. Like I said, sooner or later, the root is going to get a hold of this. Like I said, I got people who ain't even Star Wars fans calling me up. What do you think about this? That's terrible, isn't it? Hell no, it's not terrible. You know what I mean? This is not brand new to me. We've always been here. Always. So why in 2022 now all of a sudden Star Wars fans are toxic after all of the characters that you just ran down, Abu? I refuse to do it. I refuse to do it because if you don't know it, you don't belong here anyway.
Right.
And you don't even care to go look it up, but you're going to sit on stage and make these statements?
That's the whole point. That is the whole point. You don't even look shit up.
Don't dignify these people. Don't dignify these people. It's over as far as we're concerned. And if these people, like I said, if they want to fall into the trap, that's on them. It's not on us to police them. If you want to be a dumbass and you want to go along with that, that's on you.
And like I said, we ain't saying that Moses Ingram is the devil incarnate or whatever the case may be. You're just a young woman that's trying to make her way in Hollywood, but you chose the wrong boat to get on because
she's bad casting.
Shit.
You know what?
She's bad casting.
She's bad freaking casting. She's bad casting. When you look at Kenobi, look at all the other actors that are in Kenobi right now. She got a little bit better. She got a little bit better with episode 3.
Yes, she
but
did.
The rest of them make her look bad because she does not have the gravitas. Does not sell me that she's an inquisitor. And that's
even
Owen one at that.
And that's I also have to say, don't think that Lucasfilm isn't below casting her, miscasting her on purpose. Because I'm looking at Orange Hat's DM, and I actually talked to you guys.
Preach, Lorena.
Do not put it past Disney that they sent DMs like this to Moses and said, look, here, you got some racist DMs. Because until we see some timestamps, until we see some authentication, we don't know if that's true or not. Because racism, racism is too strong, too serious of a charge to throw out there, and you have nothing to back it up.
I saw all five of her tweets that she put up on IG post she put up there. 2 of them was one with some our silly YouTube peer.
Yeah, that one. I
still say, look, and I'm not trying to give her a pass. I'm like, I don't think she's an it's the foe, but I think she got zero tact. That's what I think the problem is.
I
Zero
can't
tag.
I can't agree
I
with
can't
you
go
on that
down to
one.
that deep.
Man,
but
that's on her. That's on her. That's on her.
Totally,
the other
exactly.
one,
That is on
the
her.
other one I saw in there was a black dude in there talking hood talk to her, and she put that up there like bro, like you go to the hood, you have people talk. that was hood rat talk. He going in there, but she gonna put that up there like that's some Klansman.
Damaj
Like, come on, bro.
Damaj and I.
What's up?
I have seen with my own eyes worse things being said about my family here, you guys, in our own live stream chat.
Yes, sir.
Than what she put out there.
You want me to tell you something? You know what I was
That's
off
all
camera
I'm
just
saying.
now? I was off camera just now. I just screenshot it now, and I'm not gonna I'm not giving this person no airtime. But the stuff that I just seen just now, for me, and this is me just putting my opinion out about the Star Wars stuff. Some dude put some real grimy stuff in my post. I just muted him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to put it on blast. But like just now, that's why I was off camera. Cause I'm like, word. I'm like, I'm getting back at him. I'm like, yo. But I get you. It's when they stir this pot up, you're getting it from the people who, which, by the way, you get it. We'll get it from people who call themselves being the allies. They be the worst ones.
You get out what you put in, man. You get out what you put in. In Disney, they put out all of this crap. So this is what's coming back. This is the atmosphere that they made. And one thing that they have proven is that they watch all of us.
Yes.
Okay? And they've been watching all of us. All right. So Moses Ingram, if you're out there, baby girl, you need to step your game up with acting. Okay. That's not to say that you can't do it. Yeah. Okay. Some people are enjoying your performance. All right. But you just got started. All right. This is not about hatred. All right. You take the criticism. I don't care if you're Marlon Brando, back in the day, some of the people who are considered to be the greatest actors of all time had to start off by hearing criticism. All right. It doesn't mean that people are hating. And even if they are hating, you let that fuel you as well. You know how many people have hated me in my life? And all of these people here, we've all had to go through it. This is called growth, Moses. All right. So if you're out there, and I know that you are, don't let Disney get you in a position where they're just going to chew you up and spit you out the same way that they've done people who come before you. Exactly. They're not about this diversity and inclusion nonsense that they're talking about. It's all about exploitation. It's all about bad feelings, negativity, hatred. That's where they're coming from. Look at some of the stuff they do behind the scenes.
Because if they can't make the money that they used to make, they got to get it from somewhere. And they're not getting it from us because we refuse to give them shit after what they did to the maker of this franchise. So now they got to go with the pronoun kids, the Fruit Loops, and the gender studies group. You got to pray to God that they can make this shit basic as hell in order for you to enjoy this shit, and they can throw money whatever merch they come up with. And even then, it's still not going to work because, quite frankly, Obi-Wan is part of the Skywalker saga. What did Kathleen Kennedy say? We're trying to get away from the Star Wars saga. So that was a hypocritical thing
sure was.
from the jump. So what other part of the the Skywalker saga that you could touch upon, praying to God that whatever the old heads will do, that they may like it, will put money into it. But they still hemorrhaging. They're still hemorrhaging. So now they got to do whatever they can. But the whole racism thing was their trump card that they could use to do the bait and switch, that whatever crap that they put out, they'll have an answer for it to protect themselves, put racism out there so we won't be the cause of why Lucasfilm as a company is failing.
Real quick, Drunk. Fox has something to say too, and then we'll go throw it there at you, Drunk. Fox, what you had on your mind?
Yeah. Oh, I was just going to say that this cripples the artist. I mean, the actress is going to be wrapped in bubble wrap, and she's going to be so protected she won't see the real criticism that's out there, and then be allowed to grow. I think it's a funny thing that, what if they hired this young actress, make sure she's black, so if there's any criticism, boom, racism, we're good to go, because we spent all this money on, on Ewan McGregor and everybody else. We just had to get somebody young in there.
But that man just wrapped it up right there.
And what Mark said about chew you up, spit you out, that's what they'll do. They'll shrink wrap the bubble wrapper. She'll be hindered. She'll be crippled. She'll have this false sense of security, and she won't grow as that artist. And then won't be useful to Disney or whoever anymore. And they'll move on to the next thing. And she will be no better from this whole process.
Like
It's a
Rose
shame because
Tico.
everybody loses. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, drunk.
All right, can you?
And then we gotta wrap the show up.
Yeah. Can you take Orange Hat's super chat down? I want to.
Well, hold on. Let me read it real fast because I'm about to lose it because it's a thousand comments. Orange Hat Reviews, thank you so much, brother, with the $5 super chat. He said, I have a thought. Is it possible that Disney warns Moses, then create the very incident that they warned her about, paid people to send the DMs? That's just like what
Anything is
Fox
possible.
said.
Exactly what I said. I don't put
Anything is
anything
possible.
past these people.
All
Let
right.
me take it down.
Everyone just breathe for a second. I really have to just share my screen when you get a chance, please. Damajana, I'm sorry. I have to share this. These are my friends, everyone, and I just want you to know this stuff happens to these people on this panel every single day. And nothing, it bothers me to the point that it gets overlooked, and people like Disney throws the racism term to the point where people will it's going to get washed out. It will have no look. Damajana was just talking about his tweet. This is what this person put under Damajana's tweet. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, that's crazy.
And I want everyone in the chat. I want everyone in the chat to see these are my friends. These are my family that's on this panel. I have been with them for years. And this is the kind of stuff that they deal with as, I even hate saying this term, Black YouTubers. Because they're YouTubers. They're my family. They're my friends. I never looked at them. The reason why the Dark Council existed is because when The Last Jedi came out, the media and everyone was spinning saying that it's only white people that don't like this movie. And people like Abu Nas and Mark and others were screaming from the hilltops saying, no, we don't like it. We don't like what's going on. And they were ignored and told to be quiet and put in a corner. And I didn't like it. I remember calling Abu Nas and saying the same thing. I said, can we put a show together? And I said, I'll use my platform. I'll do whatever I can to promote you guys. We got Damajana in. I was like, what do you need? Lord Callous came in. They're like, we haven't been monetized on YouTube. We had a goal. I was like, let's get them monetized. They can make some money. Their opinions matter. People need to hear what they have to say. And I have seen this for 4 years from people that work at Lucasfilm that look at the color of their skin and see that their opinion is different. And they literally, in their own way, are telling them to sit down and shut up and sit in a corner because we don't want to hear from you. And every day, these men, this lady, not you, Fox, I'm not talking to you, but still, every day,
I'm not a lady.
They put their opinion out there. They stand in the gap. They fight for the rebellion. They make posts. They do everything. I did a video with Mark. It took someone less than 4 minutes to say his opinion doesn't matter because he's a token black guy. That's the comment section of my video. But yet, if you criticize Moses Ingram, then you're the problem. And this is why I will always promote this group. I always want to see them succeed. I want to see them fly high because there's a force out there that doesn't like what they have to say. And they constantly attack them with racial slurs. And these men wake up every day and smile and keep fighting and show love and help others and do things. And I see this kind of crap on their lives every day. It's not on mine. It's not, you know what I get? Oh, how many times have you been sleeping with Gina Carano, Jay? Like, that's what I get. I don't get racial slurs. I don't get stuff. And that's why I always tell people, if you're in the chat, you got to invite these men on your show, invite this lady on your show, promote them, push them, because it's rough out there. And did Moses Ingram get some nasty stuff? I'm sure she did, because I see these men and ladies get it every single day.
Yep.
Every single day they get it. So of course Moses Ingram is going to get it. Of course she's going to get it. She didn't even have to be in Star Wars, and she will get it. That's just the world we live in. But we have to keep fighting this nonsense. And I love these guys, man. I love these guys. And it kills me that I can't do more.
Bro, you already doing
I just
it, bro.
wanted y'all to. I just
enough,
wanted
bro.
y'all to.
We do plenty.
No, I'm just saying. I just wanted y'all to see that it's not just Twitter. It's any form of social media.
Mhm.
You know, it's any form that these men want to speak that's different. And I think that everyone on this panel and Lorena, like they should be uplifted higher than many of us others that have a bigger platform, because they're getting it a lot worse than others. And I wanted to show that because I didn't want people to think, oh, Dimaj and I just, you know, I just didn't want people to think that, okay, I'm sure you guys get it too. You get what I'm saying? It's like, no, I want you guys to see that they are getting it. They came into our chat. People come into our chat all the time during the Dark Council, call these people monkeys, call these people terrible things. I've seen it. We've called it out over and over and over again. It's terrible. And yet Star Wars is just like, oh, you know, look what happened here. It's just, it bothered me so much. Like I talked to Abu Nas. I know it's late. I'm so sorry, Fatal. Forgive me. I talked to Abu Nas for hours. Just like, I just can't believe this is Star Wars. This can't be the thing that I love. That
something that used to bring everybody together. Now it's separated.
Luke Skywalker is like, you know, his teacher, his master was like, no, you got to finish your training. He goes, I'm going, if I die, I'm dying because I love my friends. Yeah. And that's just taught like true friendship. And he's like, I don't care. I'm not going to let them die for me.
Yeah. Bro, wasn't nobody talking about Mace Windu and racism? Everybody was giving Mace Windu props. But as soon as Disney got a hold of this poor content, poor movies, poor Disney Plus shows, then that's when this stuff came where you can't talk about this person. But I think it's like what Lorena and Fox said, that's the marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't talk about this because this sucks. That's what it boils down to. And like Lorena said, I think they knew what they was doing with this Reva actor.
Oh, they totally knew what they were doing. Remember the article that I dropped Monday, because we talked about it on Toxic Feminine, dropped it in Independent. That was the first interview with her where she said, you know, it's 2020, you know, how come we're not seeing ourselves out there in the galaxy? And in that article was buried, it said, Lucasfilm has made her aware of racist fans and Deborah Chow was going to protect her. That dropped Monday. Remember that? That dropped Monday. Then the episodes dropped. Then people started talking about it. And then boom, look what happened on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. This was planned. They planted that in there and it was all planned.
But you got to play a commercial or something, man.
Into it.
I just want to leave
she
on a
has
happy
to
note.
either learn from herself or from us black YouTubers to tell her sister, wake up. You know, you've been bamboozled and you've been hoodwinked. And like I said, we don't think you're a bad person. You just in a bad situation, thinking that Star Wars and the people behind it is some good-hearted people or whatever when they not. It's just that simple.
But to say this is Star Wars, listen, you got to do a little, you know, you got to have a head canon, and
yes,
I think we all know what Star Wars really is, and Star Trek and Lord of the Rings and all these other franchises and properties that really captured things that united us, things that were universal, things that were represented all of humanity, not just slivers and individuals and all that.
Yes, sir.
That's what that is.
Right.
That was the love that brought everybody together. Us
yes, it did.
And countless YouTube channels out there that are the community that's just massive. And things come out of these shows. It's all born out of passion, love, hate, emotions all over the place. But we understand what Star Wars really is. So I don't consider this is a product. Star Wars for me, something a little bit different.
It's not even Star Wars.
You know something else? Just want to say, you know, with all the things that, you know, the Drunk just said, and, you know, much love and respect to you, Drunk, because you definitely, you know, you walk that walk, bro, you know, and the fact that we can all dialogue together and everything, we're going to be all right. You know, this is, you know, the things that we go through, you know, I know a lot of you, might feel sad hearing about that, some of the things that we have to go through and put up with and everything. But something, we're all grown. This is life. And we found each other and we're stronger for it. And that's the way we're going to stay.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely,
none of that stuff. I don't give a fuck what type of, pictures you put, what kind of cartoons. I don't care what kind of words. We're invincible up here. We're going to remain invincible. Doesn't mean that we're not human. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, but it makes you stronger. You know what I mean? And you just keep getting stronger. You keep getting stronger as you get love. The love that we have here, the love that we have, in the chat and everything like that, that goes a long way.
Yes,
it weighs more than anything we see in the comments that might be hateful or something like that. So we're not going anywhere. These people are never going to win. That's the thing that these people don't understand. Talking about Disney and all these things that they're doing. Racism as a marketing ploy is despicable, and that's what they're doing. They're using racism as a marketing ploy.
Yes, they are.
All the things that we have to go through every single day. That girl, Moses Ingram, how many young actresses do you know have to sit in an interview and have people say, so how does it feel to be hated? You know what I mean? That's her reality right now. Okay, whether she's buying into it or not, I don't know, but it's a sad situation, and this is what Disney is doing.
To
this
me,
is their idea,
Mark, and I'm gonna wrap it up. But Mark, to me, that means if we have to go through all this because of a freaking show, that means the show sucks. Because the story and the product should speak for itself. You don't have to address the idiots.
What did you say? You want me to tell you something? Just touch on it real quick. Do you hear anybody talk about this when they talk about Cobra Kai?
Nope.
Cobra Kai is chock.
It's dope.
Chock full of diversity too.
Yeah,
and it's dope.
Let me get these
talk about that with Cobra Kai.
Let me
before,
get these
before, because I needed to make this point.
Go ahead,
Mark. It was just as you said. When it almost lost the thought. When they say what they say, and we're looking at them like you didn't have to say it the way that you did, but it doesn't apply to me because, like I said, I'm still true to this game, and I'm going to always stay on your ass by not giving me good content. So the whole racism thing is that, as you said, the marketing ploy to try to divert. But it's not going to work on us, the black YouTubers like us, the real fans that love this product from a white man that created it.
Exactly.
Gave everybody from every color spectrum a place to come together as a family. There was no, what's so funny? The entire time Lucas owned the property, we ain't never went through nothing like this.
Never.
That's right.
I mean, you got the Georgia B stuff, but that was minor. You know what I'm saying?
That's not this. That's not this.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not this. Yeah,
you're right.
That's not this. This is something entirely different.
Because
it just dawned on me for the past 35, 40 years, 40 years plus. This was nothing like this has ever occurred, has even been thought of occurring. Nothing.
That's because
Disney bought the property. The paradigm just shifted.
It changed, bro.
That alone tells you something.
Abu, let me get these super chats.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We got to wrap it up, and I want to ask the panel one last question. Then Abu, you're gonna take us out of here. Dawn Home, thank you so much for the Dark Council support. She says, "I have a question. If this was such a big issue, why did they post this tweet at 3 a.m. Eastern? I still don't have an answer on this."
For the same reason the U.S. government will drop an important story on a Friday afternoon because no one's paying attention.
Wow. We got Dwayne's son, my Samoan brother, with the $9.99. What can we, as a Dark Council unit, do to combat this? How can we help your friendly neighborhood Samoan? P.S. I'm down for a scrap.
Stick together. That's the answer. Brother. Stick together, because that's all they're trying to do is separate us. Yeah. So the answer is we stick together. And if it's one thing that you've learned on this panel here tonight is that we see what they're doing. Okay. So I don't care what anybody else is over there is doing. I don't care what kind of traps they fall into. Right here, Disney Lucasfilm, I'm looking at you. We see exactly what you're doing. And this is the reason why you ignore us. That's what this is.
But that's okay, because we're going to lead the charge.
This is the kicker. Last Jedi tried.
Everybody that within the YouTube sphere that if you're getting trapped off, and I'm talking about our white brothers and sisters that's doing YouTube content, just understand y'all gonna always be the focal point. But when it gets hot, you don't have to try to go toe to toe with Disney because it's not gonna work. So point them to us. Point them to us and let us take over. And we're going to make the job easy for you to say, hey, the Dark Council is the premier show of Black YouTubers that think like us, and they're spitting the truth. I don't have to, I'm as white as I can be, but I ain't got to say shit. They breaking it down and making you look stupid. Little by little, the cracks will fall and people will finally get it. You know,
they getting it out, boo. They getting it
around. Mention our name. Disney say something to you, you tell them, talk to the Dark Council. Talk to the Dark Council. They'll tell you.
We got everything goes with the $10 super chat. Demarginai, don't sweat it, brother. I get called names by libs because I called out the wokeness. We appreciate what you guys do. Yeah, even drunk too, I guess. Everything goes. You've been killing it tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm just like the mood.
I don't let that fool aggravate me, nothing like that. Because look, I grew up in Brooklyn. I had to deal with far worse than that. Trust me. Trust me, I got my stripes. I was a little the geeky kid. So that's why when I hear all this stuff, people talking smack about Star Wars doing this stuff, I take that personal because I was there when it wasn't cool to be a geek and nerd. I was there. I was in the trenches. So stuff like that, dude's a clown. You know, he wouldn't say that to me in my face. He wouldn't.
Yeah, sure wouldn't.
He sure wouldn't.
That's the whole thing that I don't even pay attention to these people.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't gonna put him on blast, but Drunk did it for me.
It's weird because ironically, I don't get hate things like that, you know. But but I chuck it up, you know, for like I said, being myself. I think people deep down.
Yeah, just stop, Abu Nas. You did get hate things like that, but your Twitter account kept getting suspended, and you kept making so many Twitter accounts.
I see you go in on somebody, and it was the right day.
You on like Twitter account number 17. They can't even find you anymore, so don't start that crap.
Hey, but before we had
what you say. Then he's gone.
Before we head on out, let me lighten the mood a little bit, and I got one more question for Dark.
Why you gotta play Callous old videos?
Why do you have that clip? That clip is lame as fuck. I do not want to hear this dude.
You know that gets on his nerves. You know that gets on
screaming
his
in my ear.
That's Lord
I
Callous
love that.
when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I love that clip. I love it.
Saying going on.
And
People
it's
are
bad
so
enough,
happy.
bad enough. The Drunk put me in my place. You know, I'm sitting
right,
up there
guys.
like, damn, Drunk.
We got to wrap up the show. We got to wrap up the show, but this is the last question of the night, and then Abu, you're gonna take us out. 3 episodes left of Kenobi. Can this show be saved? And what do you guys think is going to happen in the next 3 episodes? Go, and we got to wrap it up.
Who go first?
Nope.
I think
ain't gonna be
I
saved.
think that, and I've been saying it. My prediction is that Reva is trying to get next to Darth Vader to assassinate him. I think that's her end game. That's what she's trying to do.
Oh, snap.
You know, yeah,
You
I
know
think
what?
that
I
she
wouldn't put it
blames
past her.
Obi-Wan. I think she blames Obi-Wan for abandoning them because of that little speech she made in the village when she was saying the Jedi are not going to be there for you. They're going to abandon you. Remember, she was saying all that stuff. I think that's where she's coming from, and I think there's probably going to be another fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. Yeah, I do. I just think that it's not a good show. It's objectively bad, and I think they knew that. So I think that's why they tried to get ahead of it. But 3 episodes, man, we've already had 3. And how charged are we? So we got 3 more. It's not going to be anything, bro.
Mark, was this Star Wars Last Hope with a big character like Kenobi? Was this the last straw right here?
I don't know, because there's so many apologists out there, man. It's like, you know, I constantly am surprised by what people are putting up with, you know, and how they're going for all of this. Like, there's so many plot holes and, you know, things that don't make sense, but you have people who might as well be on Lucasfilm's payroll because they're connecting the dots that Lucasfilm won't, you know, so they're trying to make this thing make sense. So for a lot of people, It's a wash. It's
they
dead,
try hard
but-
and die hard, and they never ready. Trying to make it make sense. Try hard and die hard. They ain't never ready.
Perfect. You know.
Anybody else before we wrap it up?
Yeah. This show is shit. It ain't gonna be shit. Its mama ain't shit. Its daddy ain't shit. So pretty much everything in this show is trash, and it's not gonna get better. Reva, and I do have to point out that when I looked at the word, and then I turned around because I was, like I said, I was in this room. I looked at the word, and I was grabbing something out of my my bookshelf, and then I saw the Darth Plagueis, and for whatever reason, I opened up the book and I turned the page where he talked about other Sith Lords and stuff, and then I went to Darth Bane, and I was turning the pages, seeing how he's dropping Sith Lord's name, and then I saw it. Reva. Put an N on that. What is that?
Revan.
What is that
Oh,
word?
snap. No.
So, and I said to myself, could this be that they will try and make this woman to be a descendant of Darth Revan or something, or to that effect? I don't know. I mean, canon wise, well, that's in the Lucas canon.
Bro, they do it all the
white
time,
male.
man. They steal the names like that all the time. Kylo Ren, yeah, Kylo Ren was from the fucking that cartoon, not the Wookiees one, but the one with Boba Fett. It's that droids cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dude, he was a fucking gangster. His name was Kylo Ren.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, they do it all the time where they will take a
okay.
name and they'll switch it, flip something.
But Callous, don't you think that's a little bit too on the nose, knowing that Darth Revan is an iconic character, both in the video games and the novels?
I definitely think
lore?
it was probably inspired by, but I don't think they're going to make that connection. I'm more inclined
I wouldn't even know how they could make the connection, but I don't like the fact that you're going too much on the nose, going with characters that we identify with. But that's neither here nor there. The whole jig is up. You know, the racism thing, you killed any momentum of the real fans instead of the normies, the real fans that would have given all your hard-earned money and this, that, whatever, and the merch and all of that. We're not even touching it because you basically made a blanket statement calling everybody racist. But you're not going to talk about because you didn't like the show or the actor or what they portrayed. But yet, when you see 6 black men, a beautiful black woman, 2 handsome white guys, you know, now all of a sudden we're invisible.
Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that.
You go left. You know?
C4C, clip that, please.
Yeah.
You know? But it's not going to work. So the whole series to me is pretty much dead. Reva's journey, I'm only watching it just to see what it's going to end up to be. And I know we're curious. Me and Mark, we're curious. We want to see all this bullshit that we get. Let me see what the end product is.
I want to see how this train wreck ends.
It's gonna end. Exactly.
I'm not because we raised on these cameras.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't have, bro.
Well, I don't
have to touch. I don't have to touch lava to know it's hot.
Fast is over.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's over. How many of these Disney Plus Star Wars shows have ever had a tight show from beginning to end? None of them.
And like Drunk was saying, with zero rewatchability. Once it's gone, it's gone straight down the track. See ya.
You watch
Mark, how many flushes would you give this?
One and done.
This is getting 4 flushes and a plunger, baby.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got Mandalorian season 3 coming.
I'm not.
I will say this though.
I'm not gonna lie though.
4 more episodes. 4 more.
I will say this.
Shows.
I actually am looking forward to Visions. I'll give Visions because I like anime.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
and
yeah.
it doesn't touch Star Wars continuity. So that's
Yeah,
how I like
it's
it.
disconnected
That
from
samurai
everything. They're
stealth
just
was
telling
dope.
their own unique
Oh,
stories,
yeah, that was dope.
and
Oh,
I can
that
get
was
behind
great.
that
And the
because
Bride Village, that was
yeah,
fun.
they're not doing anything else, but just
I'll give
but-
them that. I'll give them that. I actually like Visions more than I like Rogue One at this point.
Let me tell you something. Once I get past the
Did you read the
Ahsoka
book?
show, I'm deep sixing Disney Plus and everything else.
Nope.
I'm done.
I'm done too.
I just
bro.
gotta see my baby.
Let me
That's
quit
all I
lying.
got.
Let me stop lying.
We made
I
it
ain't
all the way
getting
to
in
the end,
Disney
and we got spammers all the way at the end.
Oh yeah.
Y'all late.
Naked
late.
girls.
Late.
Yeah.
Hey, Abu, you
Where
want to
did
take us
these
out?
freakers come from?
He said, "Girls want everyone, even you."
even your ass. Even the girls want you.
What the hell you think this is?
Real quick, we got Epstein Ghost. Epstein Ghost, do you sell bricks in Miami or something? He said that Abu clip is perfect for Pride Month. What did Abu do?
What did I do? What, huh?
Somebody clip it.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody. Man, y'all stayed 95 strong. Appreciate the likes.
Yes, 160 likes tonight.
This
Oh,
Kenobi
like that
show.
smash button.
I think I could pretty much speak for everybody, maybe even Lord Callis. This show is kind of disappointing. I will be shocked to see in the next 3 episodes they could make this a top tier show.
They're not.
I don't feel like
said that.
I don't feel like they.
I
I don't feel like they are either. But Abu, you got something for us to take us out, sir.
Yeah, let's get up out of here. God Almighty, I'm just so sad, but it is what it is. Here we go. Long live Rogue One, though.
Shout out to
I ain't watching.
Shout out to Mr. Grant Gregory. He also make dope clips too.
Oh my
Shout out to him.
Hey. Yeah. What a show, what a show, what a show. We had a lot of fun tonight, spitting out the actual facts, bringing the heat. And I hope you all had a great time in the chat, But unfortunately, we finally come to the end of the show. But take heart, Pilgrim. We are going to be back next week, and you already know what it is. But we're going to get you guys out the right way.
Mr. Grant Gregory, thank you, sir.
We always do. So let's do it. Oh, my goodness. We had to do it, folks. We had to expose the fakes and the phonies. And, everything else that we do it out of love. Yes, much
sir.
love to everyone in the chat, boys and girls.
Yes, sir.
The Dark Council is YouTube's premier team. Lighting it up every time they on the scene. Abu Nas, the brown-skinned Gajin. Spitting lyrics that you see across the screen. Never clean, but still a fiend for the team. Who brings the noise that have you bitches redeemed. Prophet Muhammad was Nabi Kareem. He was so known as Cairo Musalim. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. Please believe me to tell you that you all need 1 part water combined with some power. Nurture it right and let it sit for an hour. Stay away from it cause your thoughts make it sour. Too hot in the kitchen, jump your ass in the shower. Let the water wash over you like baptism. You need to increase your wisdom and precision. The Dark Council, baby, it's time for us to go. We'll be back next week to rock the whole show. So
Star Wars moving it like Han Solo.
Yeah, the Dark Council, baby, it's time for us to go. We'll be back next week to rock, yes, the whole show, so go.
Star Wars moving it like Han Solo.
You do the videos and do the live shows, but nobody gives a fuck about you, bro. Shit I say is cold, just like Sub-Zero. Wisdom foretold, that's why you gotta go. Either pick up the pace or pick up your face. You're still at the space, begging for a little taste of the magnificent that we invent. Better pay the full rent and go repent. Wednesday night is ours, supreme with the power. Testify and we go rock every hour. Be a true believer in the one that sees the light so bright that can blind up them skeezers. The brothers in the chat love how we come through and stomp all over your whack ass crew. The sexy ladies in the chat know the deal. Kiss you baby girl cause your heart we gon' steal. So the Dark Council, it's time for us to go. We'll be back next week though. Rock the whole show, so go.
Star Wars moving it like Han Solo.
Yeah, the Dark Council, it's time for us to go. We'll be back next week to rock the whole show, so go.
Star Wars moving up like Han Solo.
I suppose that's the way we rock this whole show. The 6-man team, you know we straight pro. Drunk 3PO got these haters on lock. They try to get at him, but he stays at the top. Your brother Abu Nasr runs the whole block. The Reina Creole, she's rising to the top. Lord Callous, you know he straight steals the show. His videos is gold for those who wanna know. Fatal J got the game locked down for real. Ninja Blast is out. Next up, the movie deal. Mark with a C, he goes with the flow. Scorched earth, baby, if you test how he rolls. The Majanai, the OG that you know. The lady expert who got the wicked flow. Be good to yourself and others too. We'll be back next week to give you all something new. The Dark Council, baby, it's time for us to go. We'll be back next week to rock the whole show, so go.
Star Wars moving up like Han Solo.
Yeah, the Dark Council, baby, it's time for us to go. We'll be back next week to rock the whole show, so go.
Star Wars moving up like Han Solo.
Yeah, the Dark Council, baby, it's time for us to go. We'll be back next week, though. Yes, you will roll and.
Star Wars moving up like Han Solo.
Yeah, the Dark Council, baby, it's time for us to go. We'll be back next week, but we'll rock the whole show, so go.
Star Wars moving up like Han Solo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know what this is. The Dark Council is Wednesday's premiere show. But you already know. So let's do it. The little fanboys always staying mad. Give a fuck about your feelings, that's my hashtag. Hit the back of the line, you know you can't shine. The Dark Council is divine, that's the 7th sign. Hit your ass with the 9 every time. Heal us in, let's begin with the top that bind. Wait for the pin drop, you know we got it locked. Around 8 o'clock, we gon' blow up the spot. Our brothers stay invested, ladies stay restless. Haters gon' hate, but they know we're respected. Never in your life will you be like us, son. Rated R superstars, and yes, we're having fun. Get back in your room and do your damn chores. I'm chilling with your mom, yeah, hold all my calls. When I retire, your ass screams for joy. It's all good, boy, be happy, suck on that soy. Let's go. So long, aka Abu. The best in the business. The Dark Council.
Yes, sir.
Even finish. Let's go.
Let's go.
Dark Council.
Let's go. Let's go.
Nas, Fatal J.
Let's go.
Callous, Reina Creole, Majina.
Yep.
3PO.
Oh.
Yeah,
and
this music, I do it all. And I'm actually writing a high fantasy novel. Yeah, go figure, right?
Go get that.
The hell?
Let me tell you,
Go get that.
The Dark Council is grateful, is blessed, and we love each and every one of y'all in the chat. For those that catch the replay, thank you for supporting us from the beginning until the end. All right, now I'm gonna get ready to pass it back to our host so we can get us out of here the right way. Much love to each and every one of you. Haters gonna hate. We glad you was here too, bitch.
I want to thank you guys in the chat for sticking around with us. I want to thank the long lost Dark Council member 19K Fox for joining us. Make sure to subscribe. to his channel, killing it with the arcade stuff, man. Be very proud of where his channel is going.
We're about to come over and play some games in your house, bro.
Get over here.
I know.
I'm tired of telling everybody y'all are coming and you don't show up. Damn it.
Hey, listen, I might ride the bike out there. That's what I might.
Come on, man. Let's go.
I want to thank Reina Creole for organizing Dark Council, because we are messed without her. Thank you so much for producing the show.
We're messed without her. We are. We're sitting up here like, damn it, Fatal, what are we gonna do? Mark, get this over here. Where's Drunk at? Oh my God, where's Mark Callis? Dimash and I still riding this bike. As soon as Lorena came in and being our producer, I'm on time for once. I'm doing nothing right now.
Saying a lot.
I want to thank everybody for the super chat love. One last thing that I want to say to everybody. Dark Council is now back on Drunk 3PO Basement. We will not be on any other person's channel except for Drunk 3PO Basement. That is the headquarters. So if you're looking for Dark Council, where it's going to be next week, it's going to be on Drunk 3PO's Basement. Okay? Thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate the love. Kenobi sucks. And the only thing I'll say right now, well,
That's a very sweet thought of both of you gentlemen, but I really don't know it. Until now. See you guys in the emergency room, huh?
Hello, pretty lady. Tell me something. What's a beautiful broad like you doing with a malaka like this, huh?
It's purely sexual.
No shit.
She's into malakas, Dino.